tonight. Hopefully the Coachella Valley Firebirds will be able to get that win and give us that all-important Game 7. We are live at Acrisure Arena. I'm Gino Lamont alongside Hockey Hall of Famer Grant Fuhr. Grant, you've been in this position before. It's win or go home. They're making tea times tomorrow if they don't win tonight. What does that do to the guys in the locker room?
Well, I think the guys realize exactly what has to happen tonight, and you've got nothing to save it for. I think that's the big key. And in elimination games, they're 4-0 this year. So they realize, they know what they have to do. It's just a matter of coming out and establish their style of play.
Conversely, the Hershey Bears got beat up pretty good the first 2 games here, but won 3 in a row at home and took care of business. What's it like in their locker room tonight?
Oh, I'm sure they're pretty positive. I mean, you just came off of 3 close games at home that you all won. So they've made some fine adjustments to kind of shut down the offense that the Firebirds have, and they're going to try and see if they can carry that over into this building.
All right. We were able to catch up with Firebirds coach Dan Bilesma just a short time ago to get his thoughts on tonight's big Game 6. Here's what he had to say.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Dan Bilesma ahead of tonight's big Game 6. Coach, this is what you play for. Big game, do or die, facing elimination against the Hershey Bears. How do you guys defend home ice and get it done tonight in Game 6 to force a Game 7 Wednesday?
Yeah, as you said, it's what it's all about. It's what the guys have played for all year long. You expect a playoff series to go the distance. You expect it to go 7, and each team has held serve and won their games in their home building, and it's our opportunity to win 6 and push it to Game 7.
How important is that first goal? I mean, we've seen all series, team who scores first wins the game. So how important is it to have a fast start in front of the fans here?
Yeah, I thought it was super critical in their building. They got the first goal in games 3 and 4, and really kind of rode that momentum the rest of the way. And they're a tough team to score against. They play, tough physical 5-man defense, and it's proved tough to score against. So I think getting the first goal is, yes, ultra critical in tonight's contest.
Team who scores first wins, but also the home team has not lost in this series. So we were in Hershey. It's awfully nice to be home, isn't it?
It's great to be home. It's great to be home. I think we've got home ice in the series. We got the 4 games in our building, and we took care of business in Game 1 and 2. It was tough slugging in Hershey, and partially because of their building. It's a tough place to play, but we know that this is a tough place to play, and our fans, our building, our energy, our excitement is going to be an added factor in tonight's game.
Throughout this series, throughout the playoffs, it's been backs against the wall mentality for you guys. Your backs are against the proverbial wall tonight, the biggest way. What's the message to your team before they take the ice and, trying to get to the Game 7?
Our guys have kind of developed the back against the wall mentality with our group and how we play and how we compete. And we've been in this situation a couple different times in this playoffs where the back's been against the wall. And each and every time it's been our guys have come up and played their best game in those situations. So I don't know if we needed to get to be back against the wall for us to come out and play at our best, but we're in that spot now, and I'm confident. The guys are confident they're going to come out and play their best.
All right, Dan, we appreciate the time. Best of luck tonight. Enjoy the moment. This is what you play for, and go Birds.
Yeah, go Birds. Thanks.
All right, Game 6, do or die for the Coachella Valley Firebirds. As we head to break, we want to welcome in our friends in the Pacific Northwest watching on Root Sports. We also want to welcome you if you're watching on NHL Network. We are live in the heart of the Coachella Valley in Palm Desert, California. It's 100 degrees today. We're playing hockey. You're watching Hockey Night Coachella Valley. Back in 2.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
You got me.
Hi, you're it.
Imagine a world with no drama. For the guarantee of high-quality promotional items delivered on time, go to 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Smile Direct Club. Smile Direct Club is a great way to straighten your teeth at home. They help you get the results that you want. My own son is actually a Smile Direct Club patient. I would highly recommend it.
Start your doctor-directed care at SmileDirectClub.com.
starting goaltenders for the Bears. Hunter Shepard has played them all. He gets the start tonight for the Chocolate and White, looking for win number 14. Meanwhile, on the other side, it will be Joey Decord getting the start. He's played every second of every game, but the Bears have found a way to get to him, Todd. They want to see if they can get him moving laterally once again.
Yeah, they figured him out once they got back in Chocolate Town. He did not give up any goals in games 1 and 2 at Coachella Valley, but they got him moving, got him off his feet. The guy's very, very active in net, Zach. So we'll see how they attack him tonight.
Welcome to the fans at Giant Center, watching at the watch party, cheering the Bears on. Our referees tonight, Cody Beach, Brandon Schrader, Mitchell Hunt, Joe Mahone on the lines. A chance to win the 12th Calder Cup. Puck is down, we're underway. Game 6 of the Calder Cup Finals, coming to you live on the Highmark Bears Radio Network and Fox 43. Puck deflected up and out of play into the Bears bench for a face-off. Here tonight, Hershey looking to do something they haven't done since 2010, and in the building is Brian Helmer, the Bears VP of Hockey Ops. As we look at the other side, Dan Bilesma, head coach of Coachella Valley, won a Stanley Cup with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Said he wanted to give a different look here today against the Bears. Jessica Campbell is assistant coach on the right. Face-off is taken by Hershey, and they'll dump it in. Struck first in all 3 games at Giant Center. Vecchione behind the net with the puck for Hershey. He'll play a far corner. Top line is out to get it started for the Bears. It comes loose beneath the goal line, and the Firebirds have it, looking to clear to center ice. Played off the backhand. Lynn able to come up with it. Tied up was Borgstrom. Lynn to center ice. Skates through Ethan Frank. Works in over the blue line. Lynn to the far side. Vecchione strips him of the puck. Coachella Valley on offense for the first time. Beneath the goal line, McCormick up top right point. A drive from Rafferty. Sails wide of the goal. First chance for Coachella Valley as the puck comes free beneath the goal line again. Lynn shuffles it up the far side board. McCormick with it. His shot shielded by Shepard. Made the save. The Bears want to get the Sutter line on against this line. Of course, at home, last changes was important for Hershey. In the 3 home games as Frank dumps it in.
And watch them defensively. They want to keep the Firebirds to the outside, and just like they did right there, keep Hunter Shepard with clear lanes so he can see the puck.
Good steal by Pilon at center. Over the blue line, McMichael. Down the right wing, shoots into Cord with the game's first save. On a wrister from Connor McMichael, looking to get on the scoreboard. And a good save by DeCory, but rather routine. Good work, though, neutral ice by Garrett Pilon on the opportunity to steal.
Well, I really like what McMichael does here is he just gets the quick wrister off with Snively cutting to the net. Let's see if Joey DeCord is going to handle the puck cleanly early in this game. Maybe there's a rebound opportunity for Snively there.
A quick look at Todd Nelson. Off the draw, his team will win it. Johansson from the left point, funnels it in deep behind the goal. McMichael after it, looking to dig it free for Hershey. Connor McMichael far side, ripped off, got it back. McMichael shoots it out of the glove of DeCord. The rebound pops in front. They jam away at it and clear, but not out. Held in Johansson, far side. Snively looks to the middle. McMichael, he scores! Connor McMichael, what a start for Hershey. They lead Game 6, 1-0.
Tremendous shift for Connor McMichael and all the Capitals fans out there watching. One of your top prospects right there. Great defensive responsibilities. Gets the turnover, and we could see it perfectly. You could see him line it up, a super pass after a couple of shots on goal. McMichael will get it back over in the corner, calling for it, and then just beautiful vision right there in front, or Snyder right in front to McMichael as he gets that first goal. What a great shift from Connor McMichael.
1:33 into the game. Hershey leads 1-0. They didn't score in this building last time. In games 1 or 2, they got one and got the monkey off the back right away. Connor McMichael gets the goal for Hershey, and the Bears lead 1-0. And Todd, if there was any worries about this team coming out and, you know what, being a little bit distracted or Coachella Valley blitzing them early, shots are 6-1. We're not even 2 minutes in.
Yeah, they were focused on that play, and I mentioned Snively. He's the one who called for it in the corner, and we're right in front of that. We could see it. We weren't sure if that pass would get through to McMichael. It did cleanly. What a beautiful play.
Center ice, the Bears have it. He'll bring it over the blue line. LaPierre right wing to Sam Annis. He'll shoot to Cord. The save. He lost it for a moment and mops it up and covers, and Coachella Valley is on their heels early in this one.
And not just Coachella Valley, excuse me, Zach, but Joey DeCord. That's, again, they just flew it on net. Sam Annis with Alexi Protas going right to the doorstep.
Shot on net there and saved by DeCord. Imagine the crowd of the Giant Center is losing their mind already. Connor McMichael able to cash in for Hershey. $1.33, and he picks up the goal for the chocolate and white. And you love to see it. Hard to the net front. Snively helped make it happen from the corner. Off the face-off, the puck played back behind the net. Looking to track it down to the Bears along the near wing side. It's building quieted by the Bears goal. They got it again with Beck Mallenstein at center ice. Working it in back behind the net. Looks to track it down for Hershey. Big hit thrown behind the goal. And back to check, doing what he does best early. Firebirds have it in their own zone and look to slow the tempo down as it's taken free. And in their own end, they'll settle it and wait for something to formulate.
Zach, not just the lead, but the psychological part of scoring here, scoring early, and beating Joey Decord on this ice. That is just huge for the Bears.
McMichael's fifth at 133 from Snively. And Lucas Johansson. Johansson has had himself a heck of a playoff, and Snively continues to be a great playmaker for this Bears team with another helper under his belt. Puck worked in. Johansson up the far side boards. Got it from Shepard. And the Bears out to center ice. They'll stretch it 2-5 for Frank, but he gets there first. No icing. Ethan Frank behind the net. Fights through the hit. Has it far corner. Frank to the blue line. Saucer past Johansson to the goal. Vecchione tips it just wide. Bears got to fall back on defense. And a neutral ice. It's picked up by McCormick, who cuts across the blue line at center. On the near wing. Good job by Hershey to take it away. True could not get it deep. Johansson to center will flip it on out, where it's knocked down by Pila, the Game 5 hero. At the blue line along the left wing. He gets tripped up. Wanted a penalty call. The arms stay down from the officials. McMichael from the corner. Snively deflected away from him. Out of midair. Great job, Gabriel Carlson. Shoots one to the goal that gets deflected wide. To the right point, Dylan McElrath with the keep in. All Bears out shooting the Firebirds 7-1. Less than 4 minutes in, they lead 1-0. Elon behind the goal. Can't come up with it. It's shot down the ice. And in the defensive end, Snively will track it down. And the Bears have it. Hershey leads the series 3-2. They got in front of their own bench with Sam Annis. Came so close last year. Lost 4 games to 1 to Andrew Podorowski and the Chicago Wolves. Gabriel Carlson, tired out of his ship, ran into trouble. Alexei Protas in his own zone, pushes it backwards. But Coachella Valley with a good forward check here, trying to come up with it. To the point now they have it offensively, looking to equalize. Driving in, Evans down low. What a save by Shepard with his right pad, and he's got it covered. No, it rolls to the corner. What a stop by Shepard as Evans set it up.
You can see how dangerous they are when they get the puck to the middle. Hunter Shepard, just a fantastic save to keep the lead.
The court stretches ahead. Casper Froden spins away from the pressure to Rafferty. Good stick by Frank. Deflects it wide of the net. Clear to the far side boards. Coachella Valley looking to knock it loose. The side of the net. Shepard sees it squirt free. The Bears come up with it. Now the Firebirds getting pressure back. Shot deflects off the safety net. And out of play with 15:08 to go. Here in period number 1. Connor McMichael. The early strike has the Bears in front. When you look here, the Firebirds pressing.
It's important to keep this crowd out of the game as much as they can. They're loud right now, and they're going to be prompted. Kind of a young hockey crowd. So you prompt them when you need them, but for the Bears to score, they kind of didn't know what to do. They'd never seen the Bears in front of them in those first 2 games.
Face off to the line, kept in by Coachella Valley and slowed down to the far side boards. Day to reverse it, where Aaron Ness comes up with a puck looking for Vecchione along the near wing. Borgstrom to center. Day to handle it for Hershey. Had an unbelievable playoffs. A guy like him, 12 points in the regular season. More than that in the postseason. Frank to the point. Johansson with it. Took his eye off it for a moment. Comes back to center. His dad, one of the family members in attendance here, as he wiggles away from the hit. Mom and dad here to cheer him on. Pocket center ice shot in along the near wing. Ty Karche, the rookie of the year in the AHL. Lances it in behind the goal. To the point, Pagansky. Nearly knocked away by Morelli. Kept in Coachella Valley. Spun around behind the Bears net. Mallenstein looking to go up the boards. He'll slow it. Hit hard, but got it to Iorio. He'll take it back for the Bears and play it to the far wing. Morelli couldn't get it to center. Hit hard, able to wedge it loose. Mallenstein after it, but his pocket got picked with a good defensive play. Shane Wright took it back. Mallenstein to steal. Coachella Valley in their own end to neutral ice. Pagansky hit by Sutter. A lot of neutral zone play. Shot back in behind the Bears net. 6 minutes and change gone in period number 1. 1-0 Hershey. Quite the start. They are out shooting Coachella Valley. 7-1 to get it going. 7-2 now, and Shepard made a great save to keep them ahead. Longer shot from McCormick. That won't do. To the corner. Lays it around behind the net. Jimmy Schultz up the near side boards for Coachella Valley. McCormick trying to dip away from the pressure. The captain has it, trying to cut to the middle. Good steal by Snively, and the Bears to center. Trying to join the play is Pilon. He's got it over the blue line, right wing lines in, fires and blasted a shot. Wide up to Cord, it rims around the boards to center. And now here comes Coachella Valley. Alex True over the blue line left wing. He zips a shot. Wide to Shepard. End to end we go a little bit with 13:15 to play in period one. McMichael unable to clear. Glove back down by Ness. There's alternate captain to handle it. And Snively to safety at center. That's quickly taken back by the Firebirds and dispossessed. Hershey doing a good job clogging the middle of the ice again.
We saw a good low hard shot from Garrett Pilon trying to get a rebound off at the court for the cutting forward.
Lind over the blue line, the pass back to him, taken away. Hendricks LaPierre clears to Snively to center ice. Already with an assist in this one. Snively shuffles it right wing to Pilon. Towards the goal, Johansson. He was open, he tipped it high and wide. 12:38 left in period one, but what a start for the Bears. They lead game 6 of the Calder Cup Finals, 1-0. Stay with us. You're tuned in to Hershey Bears hockey in the 2023 Calder Cup Finals.
The best Capitals coverage starts here, only on NBC Sports Washington, your home of the Washington Capitals. Let's go Caps!
How prepared is your family if a hurricane shows up at your doorstep, or a flood, or a blizzard? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan now. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
Let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes! Make a plan today.
Hi, I'm Harry Lennox. Did you know 1 in 6 African-American men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer? Compared to others, African-American men are 76% more likely to get diagnosed and over twice as likely to die from it. I'm joining with the Prostate Cancer Foundation to get the word out. Know your risks, know the numbers. Learn more at pcf.org.
Washington Capitals and Hershey Bears management and stretch players look on. There's Brian Helmer on the left of your screen, VP of Hockey Ops. Won a championship in 2010 when his team was down 0-2 as the captain. Chris Patrick, who works hand in hand with Brian Helmer on the right side of that top row to build this roster. And among that, a lot of players there, Todd, that are not playing tonight and have made contributions to this Bears team that are just as part of this as everybody else.
No doubt. We're not here in Coachella Valley without a lot of those guys. Top of mind, Shane Gersich against the Americans, scoring. I mean, just tremendous efforts from all of them.
LaPierre behind the net to Annis. He'll center, just missed Pronis. Annis holds it in to Logan Day on the right side. Flips it to the corner, looks for a retrieval. LaPierre gets it. Protis to Hendricks LaPierre. Behind the net, tried to cycle it to Protis, wound up working away for a moment. Bears get it back, and Protis blasted up the boards. Day to handle it, and the blue line leads for Annis. Good work on the third line. Working in his Day. Plays to the corner. LaPierre to the point. Protis there, feeds the middle. Day trying to shoot it, couldn't handle it cleanly. Day in the blue line, evades the check. To the middle of the ice, it's LaPierre. Back to Ness. Walks in. Down low to Annis. Knocked down from behind. A lot of wheeling the puck around. They can't get it on net. And that was a master class in passing from Hershey until the end.
It sure was impressive. No shots on net, but they are just circling the Firebirds right now. They look really sharp.
LaPierre with room, but getting back to take away was Hayden. Good defensive play, and here comes Coachella Valley. Mallenstein then smoked Hayden as the shot goes well wide to Shepard. 1-0 Hershey looking to clear it. Hayden will keep it in. Back behind the net, the veteran of 247 NHL games. Came down from Seattle in the midst of the playoffs after being injured. He cleared waivers to get here. Jumping in for Jeremy McKenna, who's on the outside looking in again tonight. On the near wing, Billy Petman comes up with the puck. Sturdy players on the ice for the Firebirds. Petman to the point with his team down 1-0. Shot towards Shepard, blocked away. And cleared by the Bears to center. Mallenstein to the red line will flip it in. His teammates change as the Bears lead 1-0 with 10:50 left in period one of game 6.
Those are the kind of situations you want to avoid. A lot of traffic in front and them getting shots in from in front of Hunter Shepard with all that traffic. The shots coming in from the point. So nice job to knock it away. Defensively, the Bears are doing just about everything they want to do, and offensively, they look really good as well.
Mike Vecchione can't handle the pass. It's cleared back to center. McCormick with it at the red line. Knocked down by Carlson. They're going to call a penalty. Stick must have got caught in the feet. Our vantage point is blocked here on the near side of the ice by the penalty boxes. First power play going to go to Coachella Valley. Gabriel Carlson is going to sit. Neutral zone infraction on him. It'll likely be a trip. McCormick went down. Bears trying to touch it up. The whistle goes. First power play for the Firebirds as Brandon Schrader makes the call. It's a hook. It's on Gabriel Carlson, and Coachella Valley has come up empty on the power play with the Bears penalty kill being great. Hershey going to be tested on the BMDI penalty kill again.
Games 4 and 5, the PK unit was just masterful. Really doing just about whatever they wanted to poke it away. Starting out with Mallenstein and Riley Sutter as the forwards in front. Connor McMichael, Garrett Pilon coming out as the second forwards. We'll see if that translates here. They made the cross-country trip.
No second look at that one from the video feed here in Coachella Valley. Great save productions would have had it for you. Off the face-off, it's done unfairly. We'll try it again. And a neutral zone draw, or excuse me, a face-off to left of Shepard. Deep in the defensive zone. Firebirds penalty kill. Power play, beg your pardon. Firebirds on the power play in the playoffs, 18 for 93 against the Bears, 5 for 21. But we mentioned how good Hershey has been in the last couple. Coming up at critical junctures of the game with critical kills. 4 for 4, game 5. Coachella Valley on home ice, a different animal. Couple power play goals versus Hershey in game 1. Konarowski with it from the point, cuts around the right. 1-0 Bears. Firebirds looking to answer game's first power play. Okay, Mogan Mail penalty kill in front. Backhander, McCormick scores. The captain, Max McCormick, has his first of the series. He's equalized game 6 with a power play goal. His 13th of the playoffs. And we are even at a goal apiece.
It's a rare time where you see somebody score with their back to the goalie, and this is one of them. As you see, McCormick will set up in front, receive the pass, and then go straight to the backhand over the shoulder of Hunter Shepard. Bears didn't even really have time to react to get in front to stop it. Iorio was coming over. By the time he got there, McCormick had already put it in the net.
His 5th power play goal of the playoffs leads the club. Coachella Valley connecting on the man advantage. We're tied at 1. Well, for the Bears, you want to get back to what you've done here in the first 5 minutes of this game. Coachella Valley has been threatening ever since. They got it behind the net. They wrap it free, but cleared away by McElrath. And now with the building into it, you got to make sure you don't wilt under pressure. McMichael behind the goal. Far side Pilon looking to track it down. In the Rochester series, this exact scenario. Hostile environment. They'd give one up in short order. They get it back. At the right point, Tennyson, D to D. Coachella Valley threatening with a 1-1 game. Far wing, it's Gabriel Carlson, the man of the box during the minor, able to knock it loose. Hershey looking to clear it. Pope towards the line, not out. McElrath along the right wing, having some trouble with it. 2 men draped all over the Bears captain. One hands it loose. Coachella Valley in front. Good break up by Carlson. On the goal line, the Bears clear it. Down the ice, no icing. Snively after it, Decor to come out and handle it.
Zach, we were not going to see the penalty killing unit stop Coachella Valley the rest of the series. They were great in games 4 and 5, and the Bears were not going to be shut out every single time they're here. So here we stand, 1-1.
Firebirds in offensively along the near wing. It's Karche with it, right circle. Petman shot it right in the skates of Day. Day then lost his stick trying to battle for the puck. Petman able to wiggle away from it. Day lost his glove now in this process too. A yard sale here. He can't get a stick from Annis. Chaos in front. Taken around back behind the net. Good steal by Annis to get it away. Annis smoked high and hard in the boards. Firebirds take it back. Day still with no glove and no stick. Battling in front with Hayden for dear life here. Behind the goal, Day just going for it, kicking it free, trying to get his stick. He'll retrieve it. Coachella Valley's got it to left point. Shot from the blue line. Shepard left hand save. Rebound score. Hayden. John Hayden taps it in. And it's 2-1 Coachella Valley.
They're all over Hershey right now. That just didn't have a good feeling once they couldn't clear. Sam Annis got it in the corner, couldn't get it out of there. They got it back, and everyone was kind of flailing. Rebound opportunity they take advantage of.
John Hayden goes hard to the net, smashes in the rebound. Shepard made the left hand save. Day had retrieved his stick. But in the net it goes. And not quite the run and gun from Coachella Valley that we saw them score a ton of in this building, but we know they're opportunistic. So now the Bears have to get back to what they were doing in the start. They were all over Coachella Valley. The Firebirds have settled in and used their crowd to their advantage. They're up by 1, but still a ton of hockey to be played as the puck shot up and out of play. Tipped, so no penalty. With 7:47 to go, this game has changed. We'll step aside. 2-1 Firebirds. You know it wouldn't be easy. They're going to say we're going to keep it here. No, they are going to step aside after all. So we'll do the same. Todd Nelson's team looks to respond after this. You're tuned in to the
Sometimes
2023
a little refresh makes all the...
Hi, I'm Katie from Long Roofing. For 4 generations, we've helped families just like yours bring beauty, value, and comfort to their homes. Our professional and customer-focused process will ensure that you protect your home for decades to come. Call now to get no payments and no interest for a full year, plus $1,500 off. Get your free estimate today, and you'll see we do roof replacement the right way, the long way.
Isn't it time you got along?
The GMC Sierra with hands-free driving. Yeah, it rocks. Or dig 0.9% APR plus over 1,200 trade assistance and no monthly payments for 90 days on Sierra 5.3-liter V8 light-duty models.
Wizards coverage starts here. Chris and Drew take you inside the game, while the crew and I give you exclusive access to the team. NBC Sports Washington is your home of the Wizards.
Back here in Coachella Valley, it's 2-1 Firebirds in front. Zach Fish with you alongside Todd Sadowski on Fox 43. Bringing the action tonight. Harrison Firebirds leading up in game number 6 with a face-off to the left of Hunter Shepard. Coachella Valley 2 in a row, and it's going to be interesting to see how the Bears respond here, Todd.
Yeah, definitely. Defensively, they were really pinned in their zone for a long stretch. You can't have that happen. Chaos was ensuing in front of Hunter Shepard.
Off the draw, good shot block from Mallenstein. That didn't feel good. Taken around back behind the net, and the Bears are after it along the far side boards. Morelli to center. Picked up by Hershey. Right wing, Riley Center working in offensively. Looks to track it down behind the goal. Off the tape of Mike Vecchione. And played out to center ice where Gabriel Carlson has it. On the rewind, Morelli to the right wing. Played in front. Vecchione down low off the stick of DeCord. Backhand feed just a bit out of his reach. And played to the far side corner. Morelli with it. To the point, Henrik Borgstrom looking for an answer. Vecchione fanned on it, trying to go to the net front. Took his eye off of it. And Coachella Valley getting the breaks right now. They'll dump it in.
Yeah, almost a nice opportunity in front involving Vecchione. That time he just spun around halfway, lost the puck.
To center ice, the Bears play it right wing. Day steps up, Borgstrom to the net, rolled on goal, wide to DeCord. To the near wing where the Bears look to get it, but to center it goes to Andrew Ponoralski. Cross-strength feed, brought in offensively. Shot to the net of Shepard, deflected up and out of play for a whistle in the face-off with 6:43 to go. Here in the first period of game 6, Coachella Valley has had the last 5 shots on goal.
One thing to keep an eye on is the ice surface. 100 degrees outside, triple digits. We can attest it's freezing inside of the building. Plenty cold enough in a hockey rink, but 100 degrees outside, and it'll wear down a little bit at this point in mid-June. So we'll keep an eye on the puck, keep an eye on the surface to see how much it's bouncing around. The other thing is just sheer exhaustion for the players. Cross-country trip, it's a sprint to the finish of this Calder Cup Finals. They were just in Hershey for game 5, and 48 hours later, they're here for game 6.
Off the face-off, the puck comes free. Back behind the net, up the near boards. Bears looking to clear it. Johansson to center. Pilon after it, rolled away from Evans. DeCord out to play it. Spins it around back behind. DeCord's so good handling that puck. A little careless or maybe even cocky sometimes. Love to see the Bears perm him in that regard, but take it any way they can get it. Down by 1. Here in game 6, the Firebirds trying to force the game number 7.
Snively and McMichael are out. This has been a line that has really been effective early on in the game.
Puck cleared out to center ice and all the way down. The Bears after it and looking to track it down, but the whistle will go and icing is called as the face-off to come up now in the offensive zone for Hershey.
So McMichael and Snively are going to stay out, and 14's going to skate off, and Here come the next line. Alexi Protas had an opportunity early for a rebound to stuff home. They're talking strategy right now out there on the ice as you get a look at Coach Bilesma and the Firebirds, who are certainly pleased with their response once they went down 1-0. Sam Ennis with a hard shot off the blocker.
Off the face-off, the puck is taken free along the near boards. The Firebirds will clear this one all the way down the ice. And wide to Shepard. Another icing is called here, and the face-off to come in the offensive zone again for Hershey.
Well, it's 2-1. You certainly don't want the Firebirds offense to get this thing away. Once they get some momentum, they can really feel it. A lot of speed on that team. You're not familiar with this squad, and you're looking at them for the first time here in Coachella Valley. Just an impressive building. I love the home uniforms for the Firebirds. Cool logo, but we want to see the Bears do their thing.
Off the face-off, the puck taken free back behind the net. Coachella Valley with it. Rafferty up the near boards. Mallenstein to try to knock it down. Cleared again all the way down the ice. Should be another icing, and it is with the defensive zone face-off.
Let's see who's on the draw for the Bears. Looks like it's Riley Sutter in the fourth line out there. Talking a little strategy. What happens if they win the face-off? Early on, they've been getting shots on the court as quick as they can and trying to clean it up. Let's see if they keep that going.
Face-off taken along the far boards and brought back up to center. Coachella Valley's Rafferty with it left wing. Knocked to the boards and cleared all the way down the ice. Where the Firebirds have it behind the net. It's picked up by Ness as Hershey looks to work it free. Mallenstein with it along the left wing. Offensively, he'll play it back of the goal, and the Bears look to come up with it as they try to draw it loose. Knocked out, deflected, up and out of play, and a minor penalty for delay of game here to come with 5:18 to go. Hershey going to go the power play. When we return, the Firebirds will argue, but the Bears to the man advantage coming up. Back after this, you're tuned in to Hershey Bears Hockey.
At Oarsman, we're driven to give our customers our best selection and prices. So we're staffing up to get ready for another dynamic sales event. A winning combination backed by our Lifetime Edge with over $1,500 in unexpected extras, including car washes, loaner cars, and our Lifetime Engine Guarantee.
Get Kia's best-selling all-new 2024 Telluride starting at $39,975.
With all our great deals and our Lifetime Edge, you may have to clone yourself to appreciate all the savings. Oarsman Chantilly Kia. Let's ride together.
Everyone knows that putting money aside in savings is really important. But then what? Should you keep your savings in a CD with a guaranteed rate, or keep them liquid in a money market? Can your checking account help you save too? There's a savings combination that's right for your life and your budget. We'll help you build it. Let's talk about what saving looks like for you. Sandy Spring Bank.
NBC Sports Washington is your home in the District of Champions.
Welcome back to Hershey Bears Hockey. It's a power play for the Chocolate and Wine, to delay a game penalty on the Firebirds. Ville Patman will sit, so a big chance here for the Chocolate and Wine to the man advantage.
You don't see too many unforced errors from the Firebirds. This is an opportunity to capitalize and get this thing tied up. Again, look for the Bears to go around the perimeter, and any chance they get to get it on Decord with some traffic in front, that's what they're going to want to see.
Face off to the left of Decord. Bears look to strike on the man advantage. The power play did not connect on a couple chances, but right after it they scored in game number 5 on home ice as the puck is cleared all the way down the ice. Shepard to leave it back behind the goal, and Hershey looking to come up with it and break out to center.
Sam Ennis caught a stick from Garrett Pilon as he went behind him, had to come off the ice.
Play to the blue line. The Bears have it chipped up in the air. It's Pilon along the near wing. With it for Hershey. Back to Protas to the middle. Dave far side. Forced the pass. Gave it away. Look out, the pipes. Short-handed rush, Coachella Valley. McCormick down the right wing. Knocked down into the net. Whistle goes as a collision. The net knocked off. No penalty on the play as McCormick runs hard into the post with Protas on his back.
Well, a couple of things can go wrong in that situation. The worst being another goal from the Firebirds shorthanded, but also Alexi Protas could potentially take a penalty here if he's not careful, and that's what the fans want. But it is not going to be called for anything, and they're going to continue to have the man advantage. But Logan Day a little slow with his decision in the offensive zone. Had an opportunity to shoot, tried to pass, and just lost it. So the Bears are fortunate. They still have a 5-on-4.
Face off to the right of Shepard. Power play for the Bears, unable to connect in Game 5, but we saw them a couple chances on home ice against Coachella Valley, able to come through. Overall in the playoffs, the Bears are 11 for 58, 19%. So it's cleared along the right wing. They'll look to get it out to center. Snively going to tap it on back. And Hershey in their own zone will settle it and look to rush it forward. Snively with it over the blue line. Up the middle, lost control of it. Morelli to the point. Kept in Vecchione, right side, Henrik Borgstrom. Borgstrom fends off the check to the blue line. McMichael to Borgstrom again. Knocked away from him and cleared all the way down the ice.
You can see some of the guys are having some issues with the surface. It's pretty slow. Not exactly staying on the stick as you try to stick handle. That can cause some trouble.
Stretch pass ahead to Morelli, nearly sprung for a breakaway. Instead, it's cleared around the boards. Another short-handed chance, Coachella Valley. True will lead it down the left wing. Powers in, stripped of the puck at the last moment. And the Bears, well, too lackadaisical with the puck here on the power play. 38 more seconds on it. Coachella Valley looking like they're the better of the two teams on the man advantage here. Cleared back in behind the Bears net. Now up the near side. It's Johansson to settle it for Hershey and look to slow it down.
We might have one more chance to do something with 13 seconds left in the power play.
On the left wing, Johansson coughed it up. And a power play to forget for the Bears. They don't get anything towards Decor, and it remains 2-1 Coachella Valley. They score in rapid succession to have the lead. Allenstein in along the left wing. He gets level. Rarely do you see that. Puck popped up in the air. Iorio after it. The Firebirds get there. What a goal they score.
Well, that puck is just hopping around everywhere. Nice job by the Firebirds to track it down, to judge it, and then hammer it home. This crowd is electric right now.
Cameron Hughes again wins the race to the net. It's 3-1 Coachella Valley after the Bears scored first. A wobbling puck. Iorio lost the race. And the Firebirds with 3 goals on 7 shots.
Yeah, Hughes was quiet in games 4 and 5, wreaked some havoc in game 3, but he's back on the score sheet. And Hershey's reeling right now with 3 minutes to go in the first.
Well, it started so promising, and since then, it has been a struggle for the Bears. The Firebirds have been their opportunistic selves and lead 3-1. Tennyson looking to break out of his own zone. To center along the right wing. Froden sends it back behind the net. And McElrath will get it as icing is called in a face-off down the ice in the Bears' defensive zone.
2:46 to go in the first. The Bears need to regroup, get back to their game plan a little bit, see if they can settle stuff. But as you would imagine, Coachella Valley's feeling this moment. They're buzzing around the ice right now and beating the Bears to the pucks, picking it up a little cleaner, and they're doing a great job of finishing.
Face off to the right of Decord. You love to get one back here. Great ass. Snaps to the goal, high and wide to the far side. Day on the keep, and he gets hit hard in the boards. To the line, Borgstrom to Holden. Played the middle, given away. Oh, boy. Bears got to be careful here. This thing rolls back in on Shepard. And for such a good start for Hershey, they are struggling in this one now.
Just a reminder, first intermission. Fox 43 News will have a special edition of the newscast during the intermission. We'll also have some first period stats. As we're here out on the left coast, Fox 43 News at 10, of course, is a staple every single night. Love that we're on the main channel tonight to bring you Game 6 of the Calder Cup playoffs.
Face off to the left of Shepard. With 2:29 to go in period number 1, and the Bears find themselves in a precarious spot here.
See that puck, Zach, as it was sent down the ice, never laid flat. Just kept going, wobbling left, right, left, right. We're going to see that pretty much all night long here in the final 10 minutes of each period.
Off the face-off, Hershey with it. It's Day to take it for the Bears. Looks to bring it up the middle to Ethan Frank on the right wing. Frank to shoot it in, back of the goal. Throws a check, looking to knock the puck free. Along the right wing, it comes loose for Day to Frank again. In the far side corner boards. Trying to work it out of the pile are the Bears. Big check thrown is Vecchione. Back on his skates, has it behind the goal. Centers to Ness. His shot pinballs around. Frank dumped away for the puck. Cleared up the right side boards. Frank to hold it in, but broken up. And played back to center by Wright. Shane Wright over the blue line. 3-on-3. Right wing to the middle. One-timer, Lynn. Great setup. Better save. Shepard. He needed that one. The center ice. Broken back up. Worked in along a shot in the glove of Shepard. And he will take it behind the goal to Aaron Ness, who looks to clear on the right wing. Picked up by McMichael at center over the blue line. Left side, shoots it in behind the goal. To the far side, picking it up, Garrett Pilon. Out of the pile to Snively. Back to Lucas Johansson. Snaps a shot wide of the cord. Comes free along the near boards. Coachella Valley gets it to the line and out to center. 3-1 Firebirds. 1:15 left. Period 1. Hershey struck first. 1:33 in. Since then, Coachella Valley has rattled off a field goal of offensive success. Johansson looking to poke the puck free. He's able to get it there and picked up behind the goal by Gabriel Carlson. And the Bears settle it and look to break out to center in a first period that started so well. 7 shots for Hershey in the first couple minutes of this game. Only up to 10, and they've given up 3.
Yeah, they looked really sharp with their passing, even on plays where they weren't getting many shots on goals. They were executing really well, but things have went south from there for them.
On the right wing, Pronis looking to get it in behind the net. And it down to a 1-goal game, feeling better going in the intermission. Far side, Annis, though, rolled off his tape. As good as the Bears were passing early, that has gone by the wayside here. 1-on-1, Lind all by himself. He'll leave it to the middle. True gets it back down to the middle of the ice once more to Lind. He lost it. And Annis with 20 in the period to center will just dump it in. The cord out to stop it in front of the no-touch area to the far wing. The Firebirds keep it into down to neutral ice. It's Lind heading off with Day to take it. Back in the defensive zone of Allenstein. Coachella Valley trying to stave off elimination. After one, has a 3-1 lead.
Not exactly how the Bears wanted to start this thing, especially after taking a lead. They're going to head back to intermission, regroup a little bit, take a breather, see what they come up with in adjustments for the second period. But Coachella Valley, they love what happened in that first period, and they're back home, and they look really comfortable, Zach.
Intermission report upcoming. It's the Bears and the Firebirds in Game 6. Coachella Valley, 3-1 leaders. Back after this, you're tuned in to Hershey Bears hockey in the 2023 Calder Cup Finals.
NBC Sports Washington is your home of the Wizards, which means we're your destination for Bradley Beal buckets, clutch Kyle Kuzma, and Porzingis post arrival. With the best calls in the game from our NBA experts, Drew Gooden and Chris Miller. Join me, Wes Hall, before and after the game as we give you an inside look at the team and get you fired up for tip-off. NBC Sports Washington, your home of the Wizards.
See it, love it, have it. At Marlowe Furniture, we have you covered. From the living room to the dining room to the bedrooms and more. Refresh, renew, make it you. With beautiful furniture that's so comfortable, you don't have to compromise. Look around. At Marlowe, you'll find a great selection of stylish, trend-setting looks to choose from in stock. No waiting. So go for it. Bring your style to life. Today at Marlowe Furniture, with the area's largest showrooms under one roof. Family owned since 1955.
This right here is the extra large New York style pizza from Papa John's. And in order to make a big, tasty, extra large New York style pizza like this, you gotta really hand stretch that fresh, never frozen dough made from only 6 simple ingredients. Like this. Woof! Look at that. That's what makes a Papa John's extra large New York style pizza, Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza, but you knew that.
Even after 40 years serving our area, people still ask, what is a 5-star technician? Well, it's simple. They're the best.
When you're talking heating and air conditioning, they're professionally trained and the most knowledgeable in the business. For your plumbing or electrical needs, they can do it all. For pest control and home performance, trust me, you want a 5-star technician at your home. For more than 40 years, Crop Metcalf, home of the 5-star technician.
Crop Metcalf is the one with 5 stars.
The GMC Sierra with hands-free driving. it rocks. Or did 0.9% APR plus over 1,200 trade assistance and no monthly payments for 90 days on Sierra 5.3-liter V8 light-duty models.
And I remember kind of thinking like, oh my gosh, I think we could be sisters, because I think we look, and I don't think at that time, I think you're the one to tell me that we had the same birthday. It's really unbelievable when you think about it, because it's been like really over 20 years that you were my mother and father's banker. You became my banker. And now Fran is in her 3rd year of college and you're her banker. And
so unbelievable because I'm just 20 years old.
Welcome into NBC Sports Washington. I am Wes Hall, and recently Monumental Basketball introduced their new front office president, Michael Winger, along with Will Dawkins, the GM of the Washington Wizards, and don't forget Travis Slink, Player Personnel SVP. The introductory press conference happened at District E in downtown D.C., and the Brain Trust looking ahead to the future of Monumental Basketball.
The eventual expectation is that we're going to build a generational contender. We're going to eventually have a team that is competing for championships. I can't promise when that'll be, but there's no excuse for the lone NBA team in Washington, D.C. not to be a perennial contender, or at least be pursuing championships. And so that's the goal. The goal is to pursue championships by any means necessary. It's going to start on the ground floor, not just players, not just coaches. It's everything. We're going to do everything a little bit better tomorrow than it's being done today. And that's the mantra we're going to take in every day. Eventually, we're going to hoist a trophy here in D.C. I can't promise you when.
I really believed in Michael's vision on how to build an organization that's really built to last. I think that's very, very important, that you can't have flash in the pan overnight success, that this will take a long time. And because of that, I wanted a next generation leadership team. I think that it's their time. This is a very, very young, aggressive, smart, new NBA-oriented kind of team. And, it starts at the top, and Michael has my full support.
It's a special franchise in a basketball city with loyal fans, and that's really, really exciting. So to have an opportunity to help Michael and lead the organization, it's really been humbling and truly inspiring. Like, I'm ready to roll up the sleeves and get going.
There's going to be something we do every single day that's going to make the folks who are watching proud. It might be small, but over a period of time, and it probably will take years, but over a period of time, those moments of pride, those moments of improvement, those moments of just advance, they compound on each other, and they pick up momentum, and eventually you blink and we're a perennial playoff team. You blink again and we have multiple All-Stars. You blink again and hopefully we're contending for championships.
Lots of work to be done with the new vision in place. It's not only about the Wizards, it's about all things Monumental Basketball moving forward. And of course, you can be a part of it all by attending the Wizards Draft Night Party Thursday, June 22nd. You can RSVP right now to secure your spot. There's going to be swag, alumni autograph signings, and a special garage sale with discounted apparel and collectibles. You don't want to miss it. But that's all from here at NBC Sports Washington. I'm Wes Hall.
People are always asking me, why?
Why do I do this work?
Two words come to mind for me. One is responsibility, the other is purpose.
It's just so inspiring to do research that impacts human lives.
Stand Up to Cancer has been a critical partner in advancing research for cancer.
Cancer research saves lives.
So please, help us fight in this battle against cancer.
At Oarsman, we're driven to give our customers our best selection and prices. So we're staffing up to get ready for another dynamic sales event. A winning combination backed by our Lifetime Edge with over $1,500 in unexpected extras, including car washes, loaner cars, and our lifetime engine guarantee.
Get 3.99% for 48 months on all new 2023 gas Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, RAV4s, and Tacomas.
With all our great deals and our Lifetime Edge, you may have to clone yourself to appreciate all the savings.
Oarsman Chantilly Toyota. Let's ride together.
At AMCO, we've been fixing cars for almost 60 years. And over that time, a lot sure has changed. Cars have gotten more complex than ever. But the technicians at AMCO have the expertise to fix anything.
The problem's with your transmission valve body and torque converter. We do this all the time.
So if your check engine light is on, let us take a look. Because we know cars inside and out. AA MCO.
We love living and working in and around the nation's capital, a place that millions of people visit each year. But that means a lot of traffic, a lot of crashes, and unfortunately, a lot of injured people. That's why when someone breaks the safety rules and causes harm, we hold them accountable. We've been a part of this community for over 30 years. It's our home, and we want it safe. When injuries change your life, call the lawyers that care. Call Chase and Boscola, 1-800-728-5898.
You can't buy a best friend. You can love them, pet them, care for them, whether they want you to or not. You can take a picture, you can jump, yell, you can fly to the moon, travel the world, or just stay in bed. You can't buy a best friend like that, but you can adopt one. 'Cause we're connected.
Every day.
Millions of people are connecting.
And even though we're overcoming obstacles, watching each other's backs,
And banding together.
we should still make an effort.
We should still make an effort.
To get to know each other.
On a deeper level. Father.
Cosplayer.
Mentor.
Actor.
It's time we take a step forward.
It's time we take a step forward. Come together.
And discover
How accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
Introduce you to the atmosphere that is Capital One for the Stanley Cup playoffs.
I really like to get to know the players and just meeting some of the other season ticket holders.
Pretty special to have such a great support from the fans, and that's really what it's all about.
Welcome to NBC Sports Washington. I'm Wes Hall, and the Capitals have made a change behind the bench. 41-year-old Spencer Carberry is the 20th head coach in franchise history. Carberry served as the Hershey Bears head coach for 3 seasons from back in 2018 to 2021. He is introduced at a recent press conference at District E in downtown D.C. The goals are clear for Carberry and company.
We're looking to add younger players. You know, we have an opportunity to get one of the better young coaches in the game. I mean, I think it's going to permeate throughout our organization. You know, I think we're in a transition period here, and, you know, we're trying to make the best of it and see where it goes from here.
A major focus of mine, and as we look to round out the staff, specifically with the X's and O's part of it, I've followed our power play very, very closely over the last 2 years, watched them all. I think there's some things that we can do there. I think a lot of what you're talking about, like some personnel stuff coming in and out constantly causes a little bit of disruption to that. We will have to make sure that we're paying close attention to and we make quality decisions, like I said, in terms of our staff and what the direction and what we're trying to accomplish as a group as it relates to the power play.
I know a lot of Capitals fans listening to the stream, their biggest question mark is about how do you weave some of the veteran players with some of the young players and get this team to hopefully make a deep playoff run. What is your plan, and have you talked to some of these guys, and what are you most looking forward to coaching guys like Alex Ovechkin?
Yeah, I've talked to a majority of the guys already in the first couple days, which has been fantastic. And I think what I can say is this, is we understand where we're at of, okay, we've got to infuse and bring some young players along into this lineup. There's no question about that, and now it's my job to blend that, like you said. And I think with us as a coaching staff leaning on our veteran players, leaning on our leadership group, and also us as coaches to bring them along as quickly as we can and integrate them in and have high expectations, because I don't think it's unfair. A lot of people, and I get it, it takes a young player a little bit longer and it's going to take time, no question, but I don't think it's something that's not doable of getting them caught up to speed as quickly as possible and infusing them in a winning culture, and they have an expectation to uphold.
Carberry spent the last 2 seasons in Toronto mainly in charge of the Maple Leafs power play, which ranked among the best in the NHL. Now in charge of the big club in the nation's capital, he eyes even more success with an organization he is familiar with, and a winning culture is already in place for him and his staff to build on. But that's it here from NBC Sports Washington. Make sure you go to NBCSportsWashington.com for continued Caps coverage and, oh, by the way, the NHL Draft on June 28th.
The GMC Sierra with hands-free driving. Yeah, it rocks. Or dig 0.9% APR plus over 1,200 trade assistance and no monthly payments for 90 days on Sierra 5.3-liter V8 light-duty models.
We introduce you to the atmosphere that is Capital One for the Stanley Cup playoffs.
I really like to get to know the players and just meeting some of the other season ticket holders.
Pretty special to have such a great support from the fans, and that's really what it's all about.
If you need $750 or $1,500 up to $3,000, just go to
WeFixMoney.com
and get the money you need as soon as tomorrow. WeFixMoney.com is free to use and available 24/7, and you don't need perfect credit. Go to WeFixMoney.com right now, and we'll guarantee that in 2 minutes, you'll find out if you're approved for a loan of up to $3,000. Money you could get by tomorrow. Go to WeFixMoney.com.
NBC Sports Washington, your home of the Wizards.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Hershey Bears hockey here on Fox 43. Fish, thanks for being with us. Our intermission report. 1 period of play in the books. Not going the way the Bears wanted. They started strong time, but unfortunately, Coachella Valley found their way right back into this game. A power play goal really turned the tides.
No doubt about it. I think the Bears were in that situation where, look, we want to get that 0 off the board early on and prove that we can score in this building and beat Joey DeCord. They did just that with Connor McMichael, and then things kind of went south from there. Like, this has been a strange day. I think you can attest to that, too. There's a lot of distractions away from the ice about getting here, all the other stuff that's going on. And these are no excuses. This is for Coachella Valley, too. But it's a little unsettling to know you're so close to do that and just try and pay attention to what's going on the ice. So I think that's part of what this experience is about, is who can handle that part of it. Coachella Valley is at home. They're going to feel comfortable. For the Hershey Bears, they just have to concentrate on what they can do. I love what Coach Nelson said. We talked about at the beginning. Play predictable hockey. Just look at each other, do your thing, connect, and go out there and play hard with a lot of energy and physicality.
Look at our stats. We see the Bears down by 2, looking for more shots after a strong start. We'll be back with period 2. You're tuned in to the 2023 Calder Cup Finals.
Hi, I'm Katie from Long Roofing. For 4 generations, we've helped families just like yours bring beauty, value, and comfort to their homes. Our professional and customer-focused process will ensure that you protect your home for decades to come. Call now to get no payments and no interest for a full year, plus $1,500 off. Get your free estimate today, and you'll see we do roof replacement the right way, the long way.
Isn't it time you got along?
Designed for adventure with Toyota reliability. The new RAV4 is everything you're looking for, while crafting a new era for user experience. Right now, get 3.99% APR on a new RAV4. Adventure is what you make of it. Toyota, let's go places.
And I remember kind of thinking like, oh my gosh, I think we could be sisters, because I think we look, and I don't think at that time, I think you're the one to tell me that we had the same birthday. It's really unbelievable when you think about it, because it's been like really over 20 years that you were my mother and father's banker, you became my banker, and now Fran is in her 3rd year of college and you're her banker.
So unbelievable, because I'm just 20 years old.
Now this is the best idea ever. The all-new Doritos Cool Ranch Papadilla from Papa John's. We put the bold flavors of Doritos Cool Ranch all over our signature flatbread-style sandwich and created the zestiest flavor mashup ever. Oh, and some Doritos Cool Ranch dipping sauce? We thought of that, too. Get the new Doritos Cool Ranch Papadilla before it's gone. Only at Papa John's.
District E at Capital One Arena is the new home for all things esports and live entertainment here in the heart of DC. Join us as we host esports events along with pre- and post-game events to enhance the Capitals and Wizards game day experience. Whether it's watching Wizards DG contend for another NBA 2K League championship, hosting a private event, or grabbing drinks and food from District Bites, District E has something for everyone. So come hang out. District E, powered by Ticketmaster.
Looking for a strong second period. Hershey Bears taking on Coachella Valley in Game 6 of the Calder Cup Finals. Bears started with strong effort. 1:33 in, they struck. Since then, it's been all Firebirds. They're in front and have the lead 3-1. With Todd Sadowski, I'm Zach Fish. We'll join Andrew Callista a little bit later as well. Thanks for being with us here tonight. It's the Bears looking to win the Calder Cup. Right now, they have their work cut out for themselves. Center ice, Morelli on a steal. He lost it, though. True looks to bring it in. Coachella Valley right to left. And their navy sweaters, orange, aqua blue, and red accents. It's True in front, knocked away by Riley Sutter. And behind the net, Logan Day after it for the Bears. Falls down, gets the puck back to Sutter as Hershey works to center. Ness with it over the blue line along the left wing. Offside on the Bears. Delayed call as the puck cleared. Falling down is Ness. Brought in offensively. Firebirds with it. Great sliding play. Getting back. Vinny Iorio. Heck of a play there by the rookie. Firebirds with it again. They throw it down low. Hughes was open. He wraps it around behind and centers. Pokes away to the corner boards. Coachella Valley with possession early. Hennison with it at the point. Deflection in front of Shepard. It goes wide of the goal. Traffic in front. Ness going to tie up. The Bears survive that attack. And it's Mallenstein at center to carry it for Hershey and offensively and dump it behind the goal.
Well, the Firebirds look strong. They look fast. And they're using that size advantage in certain situations, Zach. So they're coming out here looking to try to add to this lead.
Coachella Valley to center. It's Ponoralski with it. Along the left wing offensively. He'll drag it in. Knocked back down. Johansson to take it. Important for the Bears to get the next one to make it a one-goal game. Vecchione at center out of midair. That puck is played with a high stick and a whistle. Radio side. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification for our listeners on the Highmark Bears Radio Network. On Fox 43 is presented by Members First Federal Credit Union.
Sports 1460.
Assistant coach Jessica Campbell looks on. Her team has scored 3 in a row after the Bears struck early, and you thought maybe, just Hershey would come into this game and do what they didn't do in games 1 and 2, scoring early and then scoring often was the hope, but DeCord's been able to shut them down since. The Bears with just 3 shots after the first couple minutes of the game. On the near wing, Connor McMichael trying to change that. He's got the lone Bears goal, far corner. After it for Hershey at the point. The puck is kept in by Gabriel Carlson. Rattles it free along the near boards. Van Rath will step up, sends it in deep to the far side. Whitco on it. The former Bear up the near wing and out to neutral ice. It does go to center. Petman with it over the blue line left wing. Will shoot it in behind the Hershey net. It rides the rails to the far wing where Gabriel Carlson trying to come up with it. For the Bears, if you're not going to score, even though you got to just get the puck in, get your cycle game established, and move your feet, try to draw some minors. Need more offense. McMichael, 1-on-3 along the near wing. Tied up a little bit, pushed into the board. Snively comes over to help out. They'll go to the point. Johansson's there. He'll shoot. DeCord found it through traffic. And he's got it into the catching glove and a rebound.
So not a bad idea. Could have maybe waited just another second for some traffic to come in front. But the Bears are just trying to find their legs here, and there are not many opportunities to be real physical either. You see it comes out to the point. Just kind of had an extra half second maybe to get somebody over there in front. I think Lucas Johansson would like to have waited just another little bit to get somebody there.
Looking for a redirect, looking for a tip, looking for DeCord not to see it cleanly. Hannes Lapierre on the ice now for Hershey with Alexei Protas. And off the draw, the Firebirds take it cleanly. Evans with it behind the net to McCormick along the near boards. It'll be interesting to see if Coachella Valley feels content with this 3-1 lead. At times we've seen them score in spurts and then kind of fall back into a defensive posture, or if they're going to continue to try to be offensively opportunistic. There's a chance on goal. Shepard, the blocker save, and cleared to center by Annis down the ice. The Bears are having a hard time getting possession of the puck. It's Rafferty in his own zone to center to Evans. On the backhand, deflected up and into the benches for a whistle and a face-off.
One of the things I'm keeping my eye on is to see which Bears feel comfortable and full speed out here on this Coachella Valley ice. I mean, it's different in different buildings, and you got to get used to that. And I think one of the good things is that they've seen it. They've been here. They know how much spring there is on the boards. Nobody was concerned about any of that type of stuff. They felt like they knew the rink and they knew the arena much better after those first 2 tries. But I don't see a lot of the guys really letting it go at full speed.
Puck brought in offensively. Carson Turinsky wraps it behind the net of Shepard through the blue paint, no one home. And up the left point, Evans holds the line for the Firebirds. Centered in front, knocked down by Day. He'll look to break it up the middle on the tape of center. Left wing, driving in is Malenstein. Running towards the net. Score! Oh, a break for the Bears. Beck Malenstein ricochets it in from the goal line, and it's a 3-2 game.
Looking for full speed, and that's what Beck Malenstein delivers. Filling the lane on the left side, takes it in, throws it on Joey Decord to see what happens, and what happens is the second goal for the Bears as they cut this deficit to 1.
Malenstein down the left wing. That looked like it hit the stick of Evans, I think, there in front. And the Bears will take it. Puck luck for Hershey. It's a 1-goal game. Well, Beck Malenstein able to cash in for the chocolate and white. And they look for more. Morelli down the left wing. That could be a game changer if Hershey can parlay it into a tie game. One that normally would not go in on Decord, and a little deflection into the net.
Certainly nothing wrong with getting one handed to you or helped out with it. But it's a great effort by Malenstein and Sutter to break free on the 3-on-2.
And the reason why a puck to the net is never a bad idea. Maybe not what Malenstein was intending, but it counts all the same. Beck is scoring for Hershey. He picks up the tally, of the Bears now down 3-2. Firebirds over the blue line here in Game 6. Winner of this one, well, it depends on who wins it. Could see a Game 7 of the Firebirds get the job done. If the Bears do, they'd win the Calder Cup tonight. Borgstrom going to take a draw penalty. He was hooked up a little bit. A tie up there. Delayed call on Coachella Valley. Now it's the Bears that are going to get a power play here, Todd.
Yeah, this is what you want to see. You want to see back-to-back breaks here and working hard and forcing some penalties. See if they can cash in on it this time, Zach.
Firebirds will touch it. Hershey, their second power play. They're 0 for 1 and have an opportunity just like that with 15:29 to go in the second to pull even.
0 for 1, and that was an ugly-looking man advantage for 2 minutes. So we'll see if they patch that up a little bit and they can get this thing settled in and set up.
Looking to draw even here early in period 2 and level this game. Critical spot here. If you score and suddenly you're not worried about it, it's a whole new ball game. What happened with a strong start and a lackadaisical finish to the first? 3-3, you're starting over.
Last time they had the power play, Sam Annis was touched up with a stick accidentally by Garrett Pilon. He had to go off about 5-10 seconds into it. We'll see if he can be a factor here in this power play.
Off the face-off, Annis with the puck will flip it across laterally on the blue line. Far wing, Garrett Pilon with it. Back to the point, Logan Day. Feeds the goal line. It's Ethan Frank with it. Spins it around. Lost control of it. And it's cleared all the way down to Hershey territory where Shepard will stop it behind the net.
I think that was one of those little half passes, like want to release it and no, and just let it go. So it's going to cost them about 15-20 seconds on the clock.
Annis to center will skate it ahead for Hershey on the right wing. Ill-advised feed there. Cleared again by Coachella Valley all the way down.
Yeah, just poor execution on Annis's part. He had made it in across the blue line and was not clean with the pass back.
Hillerat power play for Hershey. Down by 1 after the Malenstein tally. Frankel on the left wing. Worked it in near side corner. Pilon after it. Puck comes loose behind the net. Tennyson trying to get it out. Coachella Valley will change the power play unit here. If your head coach Todd Nelson, assistant coach Nick Bootland, they will head off and fresh legs will come on.
Yeah, they come out across the boards and they're ready to go. Vecchione here on our near side coming up the right wing.
Tay to center ice. to Henrik Borgstrom. Carries the mail to Vecchione. Could not get it cleanly. Played up the near boards off the body of Snively. He'll hold it in. Now they got it set up with a power play. 35 seconds left. Trying to equalize game 6. Morelli behind the goal. Spins it off the glass. It deflects up and out of play for a whistle. And a face-off offensive zone drop for the Bears with 33 seconds left on the minor for hooking to Cameron Hughes.
Well, this is a crucial face-off. And you say, you know, one-goal games, little things matter for sure. And this is one of those moments. This face-off right here. You got 33 seconds to go to work with the man advantage. If Henrik Borgstrom can win this, they can control it. Maybe they can do something with it. If Firebirds get it and they clear it, it's going to be awfully tough to cash in.
Face off to the left of DeCord. Borgstrom to take it. Tied up to the corner. Firebirds get to it first. They will muscle it down the ice.
Yeah, a long flip all the way down to Hunter Shepard as we're now down to about 20 seconds. So we'll see what kind of speed McMichael can take this up with as he drops it back to Vecchione.
Over the blue line offensively. The Bears work it in. Vecchione near side Snively. Late in the power play, trying to go back to the point. He was crunched to the boards. Untangles it for a moment. Hershey with it, but cleared by Coachella Valley. And the Bears power play 0 for 2. And get nothing on DeCord.
Yeah, nothing really doing on that one again. Nothing dangerous.
The center ice. Mallenstein on the deflected. DeCord behind the net will handle it on the far wing. Clear to the blue line. Sutter looking to untangle it, knock it loose for Hershey. Well, it's played away laterally across to center ice. Whitco trying to get by Iorio. Those two run into each other. Bears will clear to center, and Mallenstein on the hunt after it. Played away on the near wing. Coachella Valley will scoop it in. 3-2 Bears, 7 minutes in to period number 2. Mallenstein chips to the line. Not out. Held in by the Firebirds. LaPierre is able to poke it away. Johansson is there as well. Puck loose behind the goal. Hughes up the near boards. Puck taken back to the left side for Podorowski. And Sutter in tip-top shape to clear it all the way down the ice. Sutter in the far corner, looking to untangle the puck and come up with it. And clear to the far wing where the Firebirds will stretch the ice to center. Good pick off by Frank.
Haven't seen much from the top line yet. Let's see if this number 1 line can get a good 45, 50 seconds going as they set things up behind the net.
Bears have done a good job keeping the fans quiet here to start this period of the penalty kill, adding some oomph to their fan base. As it's Mallenstein to McElrath, blasting in. Along the far side corner boards. 8 gone in the period. Bears now down by 1 on the Mallenstein tally. To center ice, Coachella Valley with it. Chipped in offensively over the blue line. Patman to the goal, looking for Hayden. Backhanded it off the body of Shepard. And deflected wide. The Bears get back and fend it off. Carlson behind the goal, but to no one in particular. The Firebirds keep it in. Clear to the blue line. Snively trying to get there. Instead, Borgstrom to take it. Weaving and winding to center. That pass deflected away. And the Bears been a little careless and neutralized with their passing. Lindell on the left wing. He'll pull up. Coachella Valley on offense. His shot. A good save by Shepard. Got the blocker on it in the last moment. A little late to react through maybe a little bit of a partial screen up high, but Shepard able to flex it down to the corner.
Forwards really all over the defenseman right now. McElrath just gets it away. Carlson had 2 guys draped all over him.
Puck shot in DeCord to take it back behind the net. He'll clear it off the glass all the way to center to Torinsky offensively. 3-on-3 up ice, Coachella Valley. Back behind the goal on the far wing. Hershey gets it back and shovels it loose to Logan Day. At the line, big collision there, but it's held in as Day into the boards. And the puck back out to center.
A lot of continuous action here. Let's see if the Bears can clean up their game. Zach, you mentioned it, the neutral zone, they have not been that effective.
Coachella Valley on a steal, and a shot that gets deflected wide to Shepard. Firebirds have it beneath the goal line with Ty Cartier. Cartier with the puck, back to the blue line. He'll collect it. Day on him, taken wide by Cartier. Hershey hemmed in their own zone with 10:30 left in the second, but a good defensive play. Not out, though. Kept in the line. Snively couldn't get it deep. Cleared in front. McCormick to the goal. He gets knocked down. His stick came up. Logan Day wanted a penalty, but none coming. Fans wanted a call on Day for McCormick going down. Arm stays down on both plays for the officials. Snively to center. Right wing to Garrett Pilon. He'll scoot in and shoot. A blocker saved by DeCord. Just got a piece of it to deflect it away. And Coachella Valley out to center will pick up the pace. Whitco over the blue line. Along the left wing to McCormick. Drop back to True. Towards the goal. Blocked by Snively. He's tired. Long changes in the second period. Firebirds along the near wing. Well defended there by Iorio. Well, the Bears still trail 3-2. Halfway home in this one. Lind along the left wing. Cole Lind with the puck. He'll skate it on back to the point. Schultz puts it wide of the cage. Picked up again by True, and a penalty call on McMichael here. Now you get running around in your own zone. You knew it might come eventually. Schultz to the right side. Shot to the net. Shepard got a glove on, deflected it high and wide. Along the near board. 6-on-5 to quarter off. Extra skater on for Coachella Valley. Already struck on the power play once. They're getting another try on. Schultz at the point. Hopped his tank. He'll collect it along the left wing. Clear into the line. Rafferty with it. Bears trying to survive here. Shot on goal. Shepard the save and touched up by Hershey. What a power play for the Firebirds when we return. 9:04 left in period 2. Hershey's made it a one-goal game with the Firebirds all over them. 3-2. You're tuned in to the 2023 Calder Cup Finals.
We've all spent more time with family lately. It can feel like old times, but your mind is also on the future. We work with clients to help them grow and protect their money with wealth management, trust services, and insurance, so they can enjoy today, tomorrow, and provide for future generations with confidence. We believe real banking is a conversation. Let's talk about your dreams. Sandy Spring Bank.
At Oarsman, we're driven to give our customers our best selection and prices. So we're staffing up to get ready for another dynamic sales event. A winning combination backed by our Lifetime Edge with over $1,500 in unexpected extras, including car washes, loaner cars, and our lifetime engine guarantee.
Get Kia's best-selling all-new 2024 Telluride starting at $39,975.
With all our great deals and our Lifetime Edge, you may have to clone yourself to appreciate all the savings. Oarsman Chantilly Kia. Let's ride together.
The best Capitals coverage starts here, only on NBC Sports Washington, your home of the Washington Capitals. Let's go, Caps!
Welcome back to Hershey Bears Hockey alongside Todd Sadowski. I'm Zach Fish, our producer, and Albert with us here. Todd Nelson looks on. His team will be shorthanded. Bears strike on a weird one that redirects in from Allenstein to give him some life, but Firebirds now trying to pull in front by 2 again. They've already struck once on the man advantage.
It was a weird goal. It's been kind of a weird period, too. I mean, the Bears haven't really put much together, but, you know, they've cut the lead in half. Let's see if the penalty-killing unit can get back to what they were doing back in Hershey.
Face-off one by the Firebirds along the right side. Back to the blue line. Lynn, left circle, looking for it. Evans to take it. Pass to the middle of the ice. Cartier shoots, and a good save by Shepard. Sprawling to his right and kicking it out with his right pad. Evans to the line, gets the puck to Lynn. Cole Lynn with in his shot. Skitters wide to Shepard to the far corner boards. At the point, Evans with the puck along the far wing. Gabriel Carlson looking to dispossess, but kept in. Coachella Valley on the man advantage. 3-2 lead for them right now here in Game 6. Trying to force the Game 7 of the Calder Cup Finals. It's Evans at the point. On the near wing to Lynn. Left circle, threads the needle across to McCormick. His shot over the goal, high and wide. Broken up by Riley Sutter and cleared all the way down.
A couple of times on that power play, you could see the defenseman use their glove to stop the puck.
Quick rush brought in, score! Oh, Shepard missed it on the shot from Lind. And the Firebirds get it back. It's 4-2 Coachella Valley with 8:10 left in the second. It might have knuckled under the Bears goaltender's glove.
One of the things that happened there was the quick transition, too, from Coachella Valley. They really got the puck back up ice to Lind really quick. Joey DeCord, look at that, gets the assist, catches the Bears in a change, and then goes to the far side on Hunter Shepard. And we mentioned Joey DeCord, how he handles the puck, and he's not afraid to. Sometimes he makes some mistakes, and on that occasion, he really makes a super play.
His second assist of the Calder Cup Finals. And it was tough to tell from that angle that we saw from far out if it just knuckled or redirected on something. One that Shepard would normally stop. 2 Coachella Valley. Bears get a bit of a break. The Firebirds get a bit of a break. And their lead is back to 2 with less than half a game to contend with for the Chocolate and White. And their Calder Cup hopes and dreams this evening. They look to get to work. Frank to center. 1-on-2 along the right wing. Well, blasted in behind the goal. Lind has been so good for his team in the playoffs. More of an assist man than a goal scorer. But he'll take that one. His 8th of the postseason from DeCord. Time of the goal, 11:50.
And you can see the Bears were in the chase mode coming from the far bench, far side of the ice to get over there. The Firebirds used the far end away from Hershey to perfection.
Fans chanting their goaltender's name and encouragement after he picks up the assist. He's beloved here in the desert. Day to center, right wing side, Pilon. Bears looking to make it a one-goal game again. Snively into the forecheck, throws ahead, centers to Pilon at his feet, down low, just missed. McMichael tried to go back to Pilon. Coachella Valley breathes a sigh of relief. Bears had the play they wanted, just did not finish with a wobbling puck.
Yeah, that was a real nifty look. A nice touch pass from Garrett Pilon.
That's tied up behind the goal. He gets tripped up. Firebirds to the blue line here. Shot towards Shepard, wide of the goal. Pilon looks up ice, turns it to Snively at the far blue line. Waiting for help, everyone changing. Snively couldn't break free. Played to the middle and broken up by the Firebirds themselves to center. Tipped back in by the Bears behind the goal. DeCorn to stop it and settles in along the left corner. Whitco looking to maneuver it out to center. Patman with it, deflected around behind the Bears' net. Gabriel Carlson with it. And along the near boards, Hershey looking to break to center. Sam Annis plays it ahead, but not past him. And it's Evans with it at the red line to drive it in.
One thing for sure, this is not game 2. We're seeing some penalties, but nothing like we saw in game 2.
Spinning chance, Shepard the save, and he will melt it down on Poganski's wrister. Take a breather and be back. It's 4-2 Firebirds on the power play goal from Cole Land. They lead by 2 here in Game 6. You're tuned into the 2023 Calder Cup Finals.
Wizards coverage starts here. Chris and Drew take you inside the game, while the crew and I give you exclusive access to the team. NBC Sports Washington is your home of the Wizards.
Every 2 minutes, a woman in the U.S. is diagnosed with breast cancer. And that's why when others look away, we lean in. We're fighting alongside patients because we know one moment can change everything. With your help, more moments of hope are possible. Join our fight. Save lives.
At Social Security, we are always thinking of ways to save you time and make things easier. That's why we created My Social Security. A My Social Security account allows you to access your earnings history and benefits information, request a replacement Social Security card, get a proof of income letter, estimate and apply for benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount. Social Security. Securing today and tomorrow.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Welcome back to Hershey Bears hockey in Game 6 of the Calder Cup Finals. Coachella Valley and Hershey finding themselves in a little bit more of an offensive affair than we saw in a 1-0 game at Giant Center in Game 5. The Firebirds 4 goals on 15 shots. Hershey with 2 on 12 on Joey DeCord. Well, the Bears down by a pair on the latest tally from Lynn after Mallenstein struck on a ricochet shot. A face-off to the right of Hunter Shepard. Firebirds have been able to get to him in this building. So many times in the playoffs, he had surrendered 3 or less. But in this building, 4 or more in every game. Puck cleared around the boards, far side. Mallenstein will knock it to center. Morelli's after it for Hershey down the left wing, 1-on-3. Mason Morelli will drive it wide of the goal to the near side. The Firebirds see Sutter come in and throw a huge hit. Sutter towards the net front for the blue line. Iorio spinning slapper, a rolling puck deflected wide. Taken by the Firebirds out to center and scooped into the backhand behind the end of Shepard.
So many times we've seen this line give them a spark out there with the physical play. It seems like they're trying to do it again.
To center ice, Frank over the blue line, offside, call to the Bears. And back to center ice it goes. So you wonder how Hershey's going to respond. The Mallenstein goal wasn't pretty, but they have just not done a ton of offensive zone time as far as maintaining possession of the puck here in this second.
We're used to seeing them cycle and hang in there and be physical, win the puck battles, and get that possession time. Like you said, we haven't even really seen a lot of full-speed sprints to the net as well. So we'll keep an eye on it. They're trying, see what they can execute and take advantage of any room that the Firebirds give them out there on the ice.
Coachella Valley has done a good job neutralizing Hershey in this game. See what the Bears have in store after such an encouraging start. Down by 2 again. Vecchione to center. It's the puck to Henrik Borgstrom. Down the right wing shot. Borgstrom will delay. Spins it off the back of the cage. It's taken by Rafferty and cleared up along the near wing. Cutting over is Borgstrom. The Bears holding in. Vecchione, Frank's one-timer. Blasted wide of the goal from the last circle. That would have been huge. Instead, Lynn to center. Cut off by Logan Day. Maneuvers away. And Day looks to bring it up the middle. Left wing to Borgstrom. Can't handle the pass. Taken back by McCormick. He'll look to skate it in. He scoops the backhander into Hershey territory.
Anytime you can get Ethan Frank a solid look like that, that's a good thing. We'll keep working for those opportunities for 28.
Day behind the net will leave for Ness. 4:19 to go in period number 2. 4-2 deficit for Hershey. Looking to break to center. Day with it at the red line. Up the middle, deflected in off the body of a Firebird. Pilon left wing. Hershey is offside. 4:10 left. Take a breather and be back. Firebirds lead 4-2. You're tuned in to the 2023 Calder Cup Finals.
Hi, I'm Katie from Long Roofing. For 4 generations, we've helped families just like yours bring beauty, value, and comfort to their homes. Our professional and customer-focused process will ensure that you protect your home for decades to come. Call now to get no payments and no interest for a full year, plus $1,500 off. Get your free estimate today, and you'll see we do roof replacement the right way, the long way.
Isn't it time you got along?
This is not the first all-electric car. That's because no BMW sees the road until it's reached the ultimate standard, our own. A standard that demands every BMW feels exactly like a BMW should. Unparalleled performance and precision handling made possible by electric engineering. But isn't that what you'd expect from the ultimate electric driving machine? Take advantage of financing as low as 2.99% and a $2,000 credit.
NBC Sports Washington is your home in the District of Champions.
Bears looking for a late one here in period number 2 to try to cut the Coachella Valley lead. The Firebirds up 4-2. In front here in this one is Coachella Valley. Getting a strike in this frame to add to their lead from Cole Land after Beck Mallenstein cut it down to 1. Where we sit right now, Bears down by a pair. And they've only generated 12 shots considering the first 5 minutes of the game. They had 7. Not what they're looking for. Trying to get to work the rest of the way. Up the near boards, the Bears after it. It's Pilon looking to dig it free. Behind the net, will scoop it there. And Tennyson to take it away. Jay jumps up to try to cut it off. Rolls past him out to center. And Pilon with it in his own blue line. Going to wiggle away from the pressure and send it free to the far side. Aaron Pilon to center. Backhands it towards the blue line. Knocked down. He gets it back, but Bears are offside again at a neutral zone faceoff to come. Coming up in our second intermission report. Congratulations, former Bears GM Jay Feaster inducted into the PA Sports Hall of Fame. More on that. John Walton joins us, the voice of the Capitals, helping cover this run in our second period stats.
Yeah, Joe Snively couldn't believe they called offsides there. You know, one of the things we're going to look for is the defenseman to get a little bit more involved offensively. Zach, you know, you mentioned they haven't been able to generate a lot of shots. We saw a lot of times in Hershey, a lot of times against Rochester where the defenseman got involved offensively to give that a spark and get them rolling. So we'll see if maybe that's something that Coach Nelson and the staff start to get a little bit more aggressive with the D play.
But keeping Johansson along the left boards behind the net. McMichael, final 3:30 of the second period. Connor McMichael to Joe Snively, spins it around the boards to Iorio up the near wing. Benio keeps it into Pilon behind the net. Good work here. Snively centers, backhand poking up, gets it back. Snively finds some room. The fireboards, Johansson's backhand feed, not handled cleanly by Pilon. That's a killer. It's broken up with the Firebirds, and the center it goes. Cartier with it. Over the blue line along the right wing. Shot to the net block. McMichael bites. Gadianis breaking. He accepts the pass. Over the blue line down the right wing. Shoot off the side of the net. It was partially tipped. Pulled DeCourt a little bit, but hit the side of the goal. The fans give DeCourt credit. He didn't even make the save.
Well, that's a good rush for Sam Annis. Get him a shot hole and see if he can make something happen offensively. And things struggling in both teams the first couple of steps skating-wise just to get going.
Backhand feed in front from Carlson, knocked away. Comes back to the near side boards. Trying to keep it in his Protis. Launch down the ice. With under 2 to go, and icing negated. Gabriel Carlson tracks it down in his zone. Stretch pass ahead, far blue line. Hendrix LaPierre dart forward. True trying to track him from behind. To Alexei Protis along the near wing. Beneath the goal line, Annis looking to track it down. Up for the puck is LaPierre. To the point, Protis could not get it there. Spun around behind instead. Protis again tries to cut in front. Can't win the battle against McCormick. McCormick gets it to center. Weaving and winding around Morelli. Under 2 to play in the period. His pass to the blue line broken up. Morelli throws it ahead. Just missed LaPierre. Again, another breakaway opportunity that goes awry. Firebirds behind their own net. Schultz with it along the near wing. To center ice, cutting across his center. Plot free into the Bears zone right in front of the benches. Aaron S. sends it forward. 4-2, Coachella Valley leads. 95 seconds left in the second period.
Last couple of games, Zach, we've seen the forwards get on the score sheet. It would nice to see LaPierre get him going in this one. That'd be great to see in the third period.
Right shot denied. He goes to Torinsky. To the left point, Olesen. Deflected down by Riley Center in front of Shepard. Can't get one up here late. The Bears to center. Kallenstein with it. He'll play it in behind the goal. About 10 left, second period. To the far side boards. Olesen looks to escape the pressure. Out to neutral ice away from Mike Vecchione. Backhanded ahead. Frank with it. Men join it. Frank down the right wing. Could not get around Tennyson. Does get it to Vecchione. Avoids the hit. Mike Vecchione behind the net. Plays it free to the point. Johansson there. His pass blocked to Vecchione. Hit it back. Mike to the goal line. Behind the net to Ethan Frank. Frank out of trouble. Leaves to Iorio. His shot didn't make it through. Johansson left circle. In front. The Firebirds bend but do not break. And clear it down the ice. Juan Shepard will be icing. Whistle goes with 33.7 to play in the second. Some good work in the offensive zone to no avail.
Yeah, the top line starting to assert themselves a little bit. Ethan Frank, his previous shift, had a good shot on goal there. He's creating some opportunities. We've seen many times where that kind of fight in the corner or that kind of speed down the ice has drawn a penalty for Ethan Frank. So it's good to see that top line starting to get some things done on the positive fashion.
Still just one shot early for Hershey. In all of that, for the Bears, just 3 shots in the period. That will not do, down by a pair. Well, cleared all the way down the ice again. Another icing of the Firebirds with 25.6 seconds left. Well,
you said the 3 shots on goal. The one that went in really wasn't much of a shot on goal coming from the side.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a prayer. Just thrown to the net, goes in, but we have seen this more in the playoffs, Scott. I'm probably still in your line. I know we talked about it. 4 goals in the third period in Rochester. Now this is a different animal, and the Bears were well in that game. They were down by 2 going to the third in Game 4 in Rochester. Came up and won that game with 3 in short order. This time around, looking for a little more offense. Snively, man fell down up the middle, over the blue line, right wing McMichael. 10 seconds left, threw it across to Cord down, but broken up to the line. Pilon holds it in, took the hit to make the play, but Coachella Valley will clear it to the line. And that will do it for the second period. The Firebirds lead by a pair still. It's 4-2 as they're 1 period away from forcing a decisive game number 7.
Look, you make reference to that Game 4 against Rochester. Yes, it's a different team. Yes, it's a different situation. But it's to the point that the Hershey Bears in these Calder Cup playoffs have done what they've needed to do to get victories. They're down 4-2. It doesn't look good. The offense wasn't super sharp in that second period, but there's still the chance, there's still the opportunity to come out here and make it happen in the third period.
Shots on goal in the game are 16-13 in favor of the Firebirds. Both teams have been opportunistic. Coachella Valley has played to their MO quite a bit. On our intermission report is upcoming. Jay Feaster going into the PA Hall of Fame in the sports world. And then, of course, John Walton join us on the other side, too. Take a breather and be back. 4-2 Firebirds trying to extend the season to 1 more game. Back after this, you're tuned into the 2023 Calder Cup Finals.
When we say we're your home of the Capitals, we mean the home of...
More to Hagelin. Beautiful passing. Score!
The home of... And the home of...
Back for Ovechkin. He scored!
Legends Joe and Craig, calling the action together for over 25 years. Joined by Alexa and Alan with you before and after the game. NBC Sports Washington, your home of the Capitals.
Turn down the outside noise with Sound Shield. This is more than a window. It's peace and quiet. Hear the difference with Thompson Creek's exclusive Sound Shield windows, filtering out 35% more noise than our standard double-pane windows. And call right now to save 40%. Buy one, get one 40% off all Sound Shield windows. Hear the difference with Sound Shield. Call 855-57-CREEK.
And I remember kind of thinking like, oh my gosh, I think we could be sisters, because I think we look, and I don't think at that time, I think you're the one to tell me that we had the same birthday. It's really unbelievable when you think about it, because it's been like really over 20 years that you were my mother and father's banker, you became my banker, and now Fran is in her 3rd year of college and you're her banker. And
So unbelievable because I'm just 20 years old.
At AMCO, we've been fixing cars for almost 60 years. And over that time, a lot sure has changed. Cars have gotten more complex than ever. But the technicians at AMCO have the expertise to fix anything.
The problem's with your transmission valve body and torque converter. We do this all the time.
So if your check engine light is on, let us take a look. Because we know cars inside and out. AA MCO.
Even after 40 years serving our area, people still ask, what is a 5-star technician? Well, it's simple. They're the best.
When you're talking heating and air conditioning, they're professionally trained and the most knowledgeable in the business. For your plumbing or electrical needs, they can do it all.
For pest control and home performance, trust me, you want a 5-star technician at your home. For more than 40 years, Crop Metcalf, home of the 5-star technician.
Crop Metcalf is the one with 5 stars.
Welcome back to Coachella Valley, where the Hershey Bears are trailing 4-2 in Game 6 of the Calder Cup playoffs. I'm Fox 43 Sports Director Todd Sadowski. And championship hockey and winning a championship at this level is never easy for the players or management. We had a chance to catch up with former Hershey Bears GM Jay Feaster. He was inducted into the Central Pennsylvania chapter of the Pennsylvania Hall of Fame, and he understands better than anyone the challenges along the way.
It's a grind. It really is. And I don't think that people appreciate. They talk about the Stanley Cup being the hardest trophy to win in all sports. And I think that it is. And I think that's true, too, of the Calder Cup in the American League. To have to go through the grind of the postseason, you need to get hot at the right time. You need your goalie to be hot at the right time. You need to stay healthy. And it really, a lot of times, it's a battle of attrition.
Jay joined the Tampa Bay Lightning in 1998 as an assistant GM before taking over as the general manager in 2000. The Lightning captured the Stanley Cup in the 03-04 season, and Jay was named NHL Executive of the Year. His formula is simple: work with good people.
You receive an honor like this as a manager. I was a general manager. It's not about anything that I did. It's about the great people that I worked with. And I've been very, very fortunate throughout my career to work with outstanding players and coaches and ownership. And this is, as far as I'm concerned, I'm accepting for all of them.
He says he was shocked by the Hall of Fame selection and that once a Hershey Bear, always a Hershey Bear.
I don't think that ever leaves you. There's a reason that the Bears are the oldest continuously operated franchise in the American Hockey League. So much history and tradition. It matters so much in our region, in our community. And so it's exciting for all of those of us who were with the organization at one time to see them in this position. Go Bears.
The NHL-AHL combo of the Caps and Bears is a key to this deep run.
The organization is fortunate to have such a good NHL affiliate in the Washington Capitals. They do a great job. And so this is important. It's a grind, it's hard work, but at the end, when you lift that trophy, it's all worth it.
We'll be back with more Hershey Bears hockey after this.
See it, love it, have it. At Marlowe Furniture, we have you covered. From the living room to the dining room to the bedrooms and more. Refresh, renew, make it you. With beautiful furniture that's so comfortable, you don't have to compromise. Look around. At Marlowe, you'll find a great selection of stylish, trend-setting looks to choose from in stock. No waiting. So go for it. Bring your style to life. Today at Marlowe Furniture, with the area's largest showrooms under one roof. Family owned since 1955.
Our excellence is shining, yet so many of us are dying. Colon cancer is silently killing our people, our friends, and family. The health revolution must begin. From diagnosis to death rates, colon cancer can no longer win. Colon screenings are a must. They're recommended for those 45 and up. If detected early, colon cancer is treatable, 91% beatable. It's on us to stand up to cancer once and for all.
Everyone knows that putting money aside in savings is really important. But then what? Should you keep your savings in a CD with a guaranteed rate, or keep them liquid in a money market? Can your checking account help you save too? There's a savings combination that's right for your life and your budget. We'll help you build it. Let's talk about what saving looks like for you. Sandy Spring Bank.
At Oarsman, we're driven to give our customers our best selection and prices. So we're staffing up to get ready for another dynamic sales event. A winning combination backed by our Lifetime Edge, with over $1,500 in unexpected extras, including car washes, loaner cars, and our lifetime engine guarantee.
Get 3.99% for 48 months on all new 2023 gas Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, RAV4s, and Tacomas.
With all our great deals and our Lifetime Edge, you may have to clone yourself to appreciate all the savings.
Oarsman Chantilly Toyota. Let's ride together.
Hi, I'm Dak Shepard, and I'm the kind of guy that likes to do things myself, like change my own light bulbs. I do my own laundry. I even make my own jam. So when my doctor told me he needed to check my prostate, I said, I'll do it myself. Can I get the jam back? Don't DIY your health. Early screening by a doctor can save your life. To learn more, go to pcf.org.
COVID-19 has left many seniors alone and needing our help. My dad worked closely with Meals on Wheels for over 25 years because he knows the vital lifeline it provides.
Dad, tell me when you first got an inkling about Meals on Wheels.
My neighbors and friends and so on realized there was a need. I think it's meaningful to be giving and helpful.
It created this sense of belonging. Give today at mealsonwheelsamerica.org/seniors-need-you.
Second intermission here at Coachella Valley. John Walton joins us. Okay, thoughts and impressions from the first two periods. They're down, but not out.
I love the start and Connor McMichael's goal, and I love the pace, and it really reminded me a lot of what we saw in the 3 games at Giants Center, where the Bears were dictating terms and Coachella Valley was chasing. Penalties changed that, and once this crowd got into the game, that's what energizes this team, and I think we really haven't seen that turnaround yet. But you play your best period of the series in the third, and that's what you're hoping for, and I think that's what you can. I think you're going to get the best out of the Bears in the third period, but you're going to need it against a very good Coachella team, especially in this building.
We just did a story on Jay Feaster, one of the rare GMs to lead a Calder Cup and a Stanley Cup run. We're talking to one of the guys that's called a rare announcer to go through both. There's bumps in the road. It can be overcome. I mean, This is what you didn't expect it to be easy out here.
No, it's not easy, and you knew it wasn't going to be. And the fourth one is always the hardest to win. It's also hard to win 4 in a row. But what the Bears did by winning 3 games at Giants Center, it gives them 2 chances out here. That's what they needed. Whether it happens tonight or not, you know you still have one in the can. But I still think in this third period, they're going to generate a lot of offense. They're going to get the chances. They're going to make a push. And when they do, get a bounce or 2, and who knows what might happen here.
All right, it's happened before. Game 4 against Rochester came from 2 goals down to win it. We'll see what happens here coming up next for the third period. You're watching Hershey Bears hockey on Fox 43.
District E at Capital One Arena is the new home for all things esports and live entertainment here in the heart of DC. Join us as we host esports events along with pre- and post-game events to enhance the Capitals and Wizards game day experience. Whether it's watching Wizards DG contend for another NBA 2K League championship, hosting a private event, or grabbing drinks and food from District Bites, District E has something for everyone. So come hang out. District E, powered by Ticketmaster.
When I coach kids sports, I teach my players about teamwork, winning, and always giving 100%. At Chase and Boscolo, we've been using those same principles since 1986 to help injured people rebuild their lives. We answer your questions, treat you like family, and fight for your best interests. We're lawyers that care. If you've been injured, call Chase and Boscolo. 1-800-728-5898.
Driven to go the extra mile with style that's hard to ignore. The new Highlander goes above and beyond, putting you and your crew in position to upgrade your adventure. Now get 3.49% APR on a new Highlander. Drive with purpose. Arrive in style. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, I'm Katie from Long Roofing. For 4 generations, we've helped families just like yours bring beauty, value, and comfort to their homes. Our professional and customer-focused process will ensure that you protect your home for decades to come. Call now to get no payments and no interest for a full year, plus $1,500 off. Get your free estimate today, and you'll see we do roof replacement the right way, the long way.
Isn't it time you got along?
If you need $750 or $1,500 up to $3,000, just go to
WeFixMoney.com
and get the money you need as soon as tomorrow. WeFixMoney.com is free to use and available 24/7, and you don't need perfect credit. Go to WeFixMoney.com right now, and we'll guarantee that in 2 minutes, you'll find out if you're approved for a loan of up to $3,000. Money you could get by tomorrow. Go to WeFixMoney.com.
Want to eat, bet, and cheer like a Caesar in the District of Caesars? I got a guy. Follow me. Specifically this guy, Guy Fieri. And this is Guy Fieri's DC Kitchen and Bar. So pull up a seat, people, and get the royal treatment in Flavor Town. Feast your eyes on 18,000 square feet of wall-to-wall sports, wagering, and game day eats. 7 days a week. Y'all have what C's have. Eat, bet, and cheer like a Caesar. Guy Fieri's DC Kitchen and Bar.
Welcome back to Hershey Bears hockey and our intermission report. 2 periods of the books. The Bears looking to win the Calder Cup with a victory tonight. Got work cut out for them. Down 4-2 going into period 3. You heard John Walton like to start, but from then on, the Bears a little up and down. Hunter Shepard finding the puck a little bit. Was listening to an interview with Ole Kolzig, who works for the Capitals, former goaltender, saying it hasn't been Shepard's sharpest night. But the Bears need to pick him up with some goals in the 3rd period. He's been their MVP here in the playoffs and really all season right there. Look for some more offense to pick him up here. Tie this game, and you never know.
Just remember, the final score doesn't matter. The result does. So the pace of play, what they do, what they come out here in the 3rd period really matters. And I think early on, they need to set the pace and come out here very aggressively. I look for the defensemen to get a little bit more involved offensively. The Firebirds have done a nice job of shutting things down when it comes to that. Let's see how they respond.
Just 3 shots in the second for the Bears. They're going to need more than that. The far right column on your screen right there. 2 for 2 night on the power play, 0 for 2 night on the penalty kill. Special teams can win your games. Can be goaltending sometimes. The goaltending hasn't necessarily been the reason so far in this one, but special teams, a huge part of it, while the Bears are down going into the 3rd. So we'll step aside here when we return. 3rd period of play. The Bears need a comeback if they want to win the Calder Cup tonight. Starts with 1. Look to finish it out. Back after this. You're tuned into the 2023 Calder Cup Finals.
And I remember kind of thinking like, oh my gosh, I think we could be sisters, because I think we look, and I don't think at that time, I think you're the one to tell me that we had the same birthday. It's really unbelievable when you think about it, because it's been like really over 20 years that you were my mother and father's banker. You became my banker. And now Fran is in her 3rd year of college and you're her banker. And so unbelievable because I'm just 20 years old.
At Oarsman, we're driven to give our customers our best selection and prices. So we're staffing up to get ready for another dynamic sales event. A winning combination backed by our Lifetime Edge. With over $1,500 in unexpected extras, including car washes, loaner cars, and our lifetime engine guarantee.
Get Kia's best-selling all-new 2024 Telluride starting at $39,975.
With all our great deals and our Lifetime Edge, you may have to clone yourself to appreciate all the savings.
Oarsman Chantilly Kia. Let's ride together.
This right here is the extra large New York style pizza from Papa John's. And in order to make a big, tasty, extra large New York style pizza like this, you gotta really hand stretch that fresh, never frozen dough made from only 6 simple ingredients. Like this. Woof! Look at that. That's what makes a Papa John's extra large New York style pizza, Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza, but you knew that.
If you're like me, you'd rather talk about basketball or anything other than prostate cancer. But we can't be silent when it comes to our own health. Prostate cancer affects 1 in 8 men in the U.S. I beat it because I was screened and it was detected early. Prostate cancer is often passed on through families. The NBA and the Prostate Cancer Foundation are asking you and your loved ones to know your risks and get screened. Go to pcf.org/getscreened to learn more.
When a child is sick, there's one thing they need: a really big cookie.
Welcome to RMHC.
We're not big on poking sticks and beeping machines, playing dress up. We think the Tooth Fairy should travel everywhere, and while hospitals have doctors and nurses, we have mom and dad. Because at Ronald McDonald House Charities, we help families feel at home, even when they can't be.
Third period here in Coachella Valley at Acrisure Arena. We are underway. The Bears need to come back down by a score of 4-2 here in Game 6 of the Calder Cup Finals. Firebirds in offensively. A shot towards the net of Shepard knocked away. It's Rafferty holding the line. Coachella Valley with it. Hershey looking to strike early and often, defending here. Shepard a stick save with a rebound, slid across and got a blocker on it. Critical one there, and a critical non-call by the officials as Day took down a man. That was Lynn, and the puck back to center.
McCormick almost had his second backhand goal of the game right in front of Shepard.
So up to the Bears to get going. Just 13 shots and just 3 in the second. They have not generated a ton of offense since the first spurt. Saw them gun one in from Connor McMichael way back. 1:33 in the game. Vecchione, a soft pass to Borgstrom, spins away from the pressure to center ice. Ethan Frank with it left wing. They don't give him much room. He'll shuffle it on back behind the goal. Up to the right point, Iorian. Love an early one to make it a 1-goal game, give you some confidence. Coachella Valley to center. Podorowski ripped off. Good defensive play by Borgstrom on the back check, and the Bears have it in their own zone behind the net with Lucas Johansson.
A couple things to remember. This is one of the best teams all year long in the AHL. Coachella Valley Firebirds, second in points. Only to Calgary. This team has got a lot of size, speed, and they're comfortable at home. It ain't going to be easy, so you got to go for broke here in the third if you're the Hershey Bears.
The core out to play it, got it away from Snively. The Firebirds 11-0 in the playoffs with a lead after 2. McMichael at center, had it knocked away. Kind of been a microcosm of the way it's gone for the Bears offensively since the first icing is called on Coachella Valley in an offensive zone draw for the Bears.
We've seen Lucas Johansson in this series get involved offensively, carried in. Vinny Iorio, great stick handler. You might see him come put some pressure on Joey Decord. Anything they can do to get an advantage with personnel, they're going to try.
A comeback would be quite the way to win it. Just want to start chipping away. McMichael off the draw, cannot win it. Coachella Valley's Olison to take it behind the net. The intangibles so important. Firebirds have been better in the circle than they were at Giant Center. Of course, one of the advantages of being on home ice. They center and shoot. Haynes' shot got blocked. Knocked away to the point. Shepard, a right-hand save. No stick for Snively. 2-5 for the bench to go get one here. Having to defend without a stick. The Bears ran into the spot earlier and it cost him. Snively trying to go to the ice and get it. Kept in. He's got a new stick to him. Wide to Shepard. It hits his broken stick to the near corner. Hershey looking to survive this threat. To the right circle. Pentman's shot blocked by Day. Bears doing a lot of defending in the first 2 minutes and 20 seconds of this third period.
Nice job by Snively just to track it down, settle it, and get it out of the zone so they can make the change.
Ford will play it behind the net. The Firebirds look to break to center. Protis after it. He can't get there. Hendricks Lop here. Alexei Protis and Sam Anisal. The puck tipped in behind the Bears net all the way to the near side. Gabriel Carlson looking to dig it loose. Looking to clear the puck. Instead, it's rimmed around to the far wing. Riker Evans gets there. McElrath to cut off. And the Bears look to clear it. Fans of the Giants Center back at Hershey at the watch party, looking for their club for a comeback win. Slap shot on net though. Shepard's been busy. Stick save there. Protis to clear it. Sometimes the puck has just been a grenade on his stick. But Yansky got around him, shot it on net. Stick save by Shepard to the blue line. It's held in.
Much more activity in the middle of the ice for Coachella Valley in this game. The Bears have wanted to keep it to the perimeter, keeping them outside, but the Firebirds have been able to get some good looks from right in front of Hunter Shepard.
Fans booing the Bears standing behind their own net. If I'm their fans, I'm cheering that because they're killing the clock a little bit. 16:34 to go. Quick pause, 10 seconds for station identification. Radio side for the Highmark Bears Radio Network. Of Hershey Bears hockey on Fox 43 is presented by Pocono Mountain Visitors Bureau. Calder Cup is in the building tonight and is staying in its case right now with the Bears down by a pair. 16:34 to operate with.
For what it's worth, I took my jacket off, Zach. I did it for overtime in Game 5. They'd be asking a lot more in this one, but, you know, we try and do our part.
Whatever gets the mojo going, right? Hockey people are always so superstitious. Nothing that we do up here means anything, but if a goalie didn't give up a goal and you said the word shutout, you'll hear it. If you didn't take the jacket off when they wanted to, you'll hear it. It simply comes down to the guys on the ice. And right now it's the Firebirds that have willed their way to a 4-2 lead. Their guns are blazing there. But will they sit back or not? They're going for the kill shot right now. Center ice, though, a step up. Oh, Johansson could have a 2-on-1. He overskated. Here's Lind over the blue line. Instead, he shot it high and wide. Oh, end-to-end, it looked like a 2-on-1 for Hershey, and then they nearly gave one up. Firebirds in again. Lind on the right wing, trying to give it back. Threw it through the crease, wide of the goal. And a run-and-gun style is not what Hershey wants. Rolled in by Lind to the middle in front. He scores from True. And it's 5-2 Coachella Valley. Through to Lind. 16:03 left in the third. And the Bears are going to make a goaltending change here. Zach Fucali is going to come into the game for the second time this playoffs, down by 3 with 16 minutes left.
It has been one of those nights. We mentioned Lucas Johansson would probably get involved offensively, breaks out, just can't gather the puck in. The Firebirds answer several times, weave right through the defense, beautiful setup, and make it 5-2.
Zach Fucali will take over in goal. The officials aren't chatting here. All 4 officials are together. I'm not sure what they are discussing at this point. There was not really much of an argument from the Bears. It's a good goal, and it's a 3-goal lead for Coachella Valley.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they would need to discuss after that. That was an impressive play set up. Fucali's in for Shepard, and the goal remains the same for the Bears to get some offense generated. Got to go for broke.
Maybe a little twofold for head coach Todd Nelson here. Down by 3. It's going to take a lot to try to come back against this team. Get Shepard ready to go for game number 7 if need be. But you're not out of it yet, right? 16 minutes left in this one. You're also trying to change the momentum for your team. You've been bewildered since the first 5 minutes of the game and been on your heels. Got a lucky bounce to make it a 1-goal game, but since then, Coachella Valley's added 2 more. And that last one, you can't fault Shepard, but he has not been at his sharpest tonight. But There's still not a shot in this period, only 3 in the second. I think Todd Nelson just trying to change things right now and get his team fired up in some way.
Yeah, that happens in other sports as well. It happens in hockey. Change the goaltender. Send a message to all the guys, look, this isn't good enough. The effort all around has to be better. Let's see if we can get this thing together here in the last 15 and a half minutes of the game.
Lynn from True and Rafferty, an even strength goal at 3:57. Podorowski with him behind the net of Fucale, the Bears goaltender, played in game 1 against Rochester. We have not seen him since. Decord out to play and then backs up a little bit. Coachella Valley to center, 2 fire all the way down. McElrath is after it. And icing is called to the Bears. 5-2 deficit with 15-17 left. If the score stays the way it is, as Shepard takes the seat on the bench with the ball cap, we'd have a Game 7 Wednesday.
Well, back east, it's pretty late. 5-2, and a lot of people showing up at Giant Center. A lot of people have their TVs on, watching to see what would happen. Not where the Bears want to be in Game 6. They get 2 cracks at it out here at Coachella Valley. We appreciate everyone staying up with us here on a Monday night.
Just a couple minutes after the witching hour. It's a new day back in Hershey. And the Bears right now trying to find something to chip away at what is now a 3-goal deficit. Hershey's defense has been so good, but not in this building. Pilon shot in the glove of Decord for the first shot of the period. In such a stymieing offensive team, or defensive team, beg your pardon, giving up 4, 5, and 5 in this building now.
Well, you look at how this series has played out so far, Zach, and in Coachella Valley, the Firebirds have 14 goals. And Hershey, they only had 6 in 3 games. So it's a different squad when they're on their home ice. No doubt about it.
The matchups certainly play into the favor of Coachella Valley here. That Linden True line and McCormick all of them have points tonight. Haven't been able to really get Riley Sutter's line out there against them, and they've been much more productive offensively. McCormick didn't have a goal coming into this one. Puck backhanded in. Decord out to play it up the near wing side and taken all the way down the ice. Icing waved off. The Firebirds get there first. Wide of Fucale. Coachella Valley looks to center. Good breakup by Day. Out to center it goes. Bears after it. And it's Cartier across the blue line. And in offensively. Hetman with it left side. His shot deflected up and out of play by Day into the safety net for a whistle. And a face-off.
Oh, it makes the task even more challenging. Is, you know, what makes Coachella Valley good offensively is speed, size. If they get to that defensively, we're gonna shut you down pretty quickly. So we'll see how the Firebirds play it, Coach Bosma, and see if they're going for goal number 6 or to keep the Bears at number 2.
Firebirds off the face-off. See the Bears win it. Hit back behind the net. Hershey to center ice. Playing to the middle. And stabbed back by Shane Wright. 4th overall pick. Everyone thought he was going to go number 1. Montreal did not take him. On up slipping to 4. Going through the trials and tribulations of a first season that saw him all over the place. Puck swatted down. Can't get it to Protas. And the center ice. It's right with it. Johansson trying to turn and get back. Right shot wide of Fucale. Pinball's in front. Bears clear to the boards, but not out. Shot wide of Fucale again. Someone's lost a glove in the corner. Puck back to the slot. McCormick shoots and scores. That sure looked like it went in. The referee says no. That looked like it was over the glove of Fucale off the netting. Play continues. Red light did not come on.
We're going to have a look at this at some point.
They'll either take a look at the next whistle or sound the horn. They haven't sounded the horns. There's no immediate video review in the NHL. There is. Mallenstein to center, but I'm fearful this is about to be a 6-2 game as long as the video replay system is correcting. Morelli back behind the net. To the right point, Day drives it to the net. Deflected wide to Decord. Off the backboards, it throws in front. If this did go in, the clock would reset. Day misses it. Back to center it goes. I thought McCormick got it over the glove of Fucale, but you play on for the time being.
It was a blast, no doubt about it.
On the dump in, Morelli. Back behind the net, Decord along the near wing. On the hunt after it is Henrik Borgstrom. To track it down, but it's Olofsson. All this will not matter if that puck did in fact go in the net. All these statistics that are being kept right now would be erased, and the clock would be reset to where McCormick's shot may have hit Bader. Gabriel Carlson over the blue line on the right wing. Shot to the net to core, the save, and the rebound fanned on by Vecchione. Here come the Firebirds at ice. 3-on-4. Podorowski wide to the right. Played in back behind the goal on the far side. And Coachella Valley with it. To the right point, Schultz. Vecchione on the near wing. Sends it on in behind. McElrath to take it. Pops to the side of the net. Bears to center with Gabriel Carlson. It's Vecchione in the red line shooting it in. It deflects out of play. And now we will likely get a look at that play. They sound the horn for a media timeout. And we'll see if they review this. Step aside. Be back after this in the 2023 Calder Cup Finals.
An easy way to lower your risk of heart disease is to eat smart and to move more. Brought to you by Sheehy Auto Stores during our Sheehy Has Heart sales event to benefit the American Heart Association and to make living a heart-healthy life easier.
The only way Papa John's makes a big, extra-large New York-style pizza like this is by hand-stretching that Papa John's fresh, never-frozen dough. Get the extra-large New York-style pizza from Papa John's.
Turn down the outside noise with Sound Shield. This is more than a window. It's peace and quiet. Hear the difference with Thompson Creek's exclusive Sound Shield windows, filtering out 35% more noise than our standard double-pane windows. And call right now to save 40%. Buy one, get one 40% off all Sound Shield windows. Hear the difference with Sound Shield. Call 855-57-CREEK.
The best Capitals coverage starts here, only on NBC Sports Washington, your home of the Washington Capitals. Let's go, Caps!
Well, I guess our eyes deceived us, and that's a good thing. With 11:56 to go in the third, they did not even go over and look at that McCormick shot. From this vantage point, it looked like it hit the top of the net, and the net moved and it came out. Referees were right there, waved it off. There was no argument from...
Yeah, we haven't even seen a replay of it from the video feed to be able to tell.
No one really reacted. Look at Sam Annis' right. It sure looked like it went in, and Hershey, he knew it went in. It was only a matter of time. Sometimes the officials miss it. It's fast, but there's no stink put up, and oftentimes that means it was just an optical illusion.
Annis celebrated the goal. I mean, he knew that was in.
All right, so we got 11:44 to go in the third period. 5-2 deficit for the Bears. And struggling to get anything going offensively here. Petman to the right wing. Firebirds have just killed the clock effectively by maintaining possession. They got it up the near wing. These two teams might go the distance. The way it's been for Coachella Valley with their backs so on the wall, they've been great. Collision in the near circle. Two players collide. Cartier brings it in, shoots it wide of Fucali, and it's cleared back to center. Snively trying to pick up the puck right in front of the benches. Firebirds shoot it in off the linesman. Gabriel Carlson with it for Hershey.
These teams at this point very familiar with each other. A lot of good individual talent, explosive players for Coachella Valley, and the Bears have not been able to slow them down and match up.
Puck in along the near boards. After it is Alexei Protas. Olafson to take it. Cleared away. Up the lip of the boards and out to center. Protas on the backhand to McElrath and swung on in behind the net of DeCord. Ford looks at playing up the middle. Falling down with Sam Annis. DeCord got it around him. But Annis behind the net. Trying to give the Bears some life here. Down by 3. Annis today at the point. Far corner. Center to Annis. Between the circles. He'll shoot. Deflected wide. That's over skates. Tied up along the near wing. Firebirds clear to the line. Annis keeps it in for a moment. But Lynn gets it to center from an E. Bears need 3 and 10-10. Otherwise, the Firebirds force Game 7 as they just announced that Zach Fucali is in goal. A little late. Shot in back behind the net. On the right wing, it's cleared by Iorio to center. Riley center, 3 wide over the blue line. Good rush here. Mellenstein with speed. Wraps it around behind the goal. Looking for some help. Spins a backhand feed, knocked away. Johansson in deep, will retreat. Turned it over on the backhand. Mellenstein with a big hit. Penalty call coming up. And a whistle And a call as Malenstein went for the hit.
He was lining
Down
them up.
on the ice.
He was lining them up, yeah.
And he took the worst of it. Now Coachella Valley already 2 for 2 is going to the power play.
Beck was coming at him pretty hard and kind of got sideswiped a little bit as he was avoided. Again, another little huddle for our officials. We should take a look at Coachella Valley's bench.
Power play for the Firebirds when we return. 9:38 to go in this one. 5-2 Coachella Valley. They go back to the man advantage. This is the 2023 Calder Cup Finals.
We love living and working in and around the nation's capital, a place that millions of people visit each year. But that means a lot of traffic, a lot of crashes, and unfortunately, a lot of injured people. That's why when someone breaks the safety rules and causes harm, we hold them accountable. We've been a part of this community for over 30 years. It's our home, and we want it safe. When injuries change your life, call the lawyers that care. Call Chase and Boscolo, 1-800-728-5898.
You see it every day. The first dollar you earned from your first customer. Now, it hangs on your wall at headquarters, a reminder of where you started and the promise of what's still possible. In part, because you rely on a banking partner to help you make the right choices on treasury management services and leasehold and equipment loans. We believe real banking is a conversation. Let's talk about your business. Sandy Spring Bank.
Wizards coverage starts here. Chris and Drew take you inside the game, while the crew and I give you exclusive access to the team. NBC Sports Washington is your home of the Wizards.
Penalty kill for Todd Nelson and his coaching staff. Coachella Valley leads by 3. 5-2 Firebirds. 9:38 left in this one. 2 for 2 on the power play. Malenstein off for tripping. With Todd Sadowski, I'm Zach Fish, producer Ann Albert. Andrew Calista with us as well. Podorowski on the right wing, back to the point, gets the puck to Evans. Firestein, Coachella Valley operating out of the left corner. Winger to the blue line, wrist shot Evans, wide of Fucali. Replace Hunter Shepard. Surrender the 5 goals tonight. Far wing, Coachella Valley with it. The near corner looking for Podorowski. Looking to really put this one out of reach. Evans at the point, Podorowski right circle for the goal line. Bumper shot to the net of the pass to the bumper for Cartier. Saved by Fucali, he'll hold.
Well, Beck Malenstein trying to make something happen out on the ice with a big hit. Get a turnover, and he's in the box. Such an important part of the penalty kill. And it's just the one thing we've seen right there, that quick little pass into the middle. In Hershey, Zach, we did not see in games 4 and 5 the power play for the Firebirds get that puck to the middle hardly at all. And tonight, they have done it routinely when they've been out there. Obviously, different results with a couple of power play goals. But it's something to shore up for Game 7 for the Bears if we end up getting to that Game 7, which it looks increasingly likely.
Callie animated here that Coachella Valley with a center thrown out. Another face-off infraction. Should have got a minor, but puck is finally down. The Firebirds, Lynn has it on hat-trick watching. For the right point, Andrew Podorowski with goal line feed. McCormick getting around Iorio to the near wing. Podorowski with the puck to the corner. Short pass center. Cartier's shot got blocked. Tipped on back to the point to Evans. Knocked down in front was McCormick. Then Johansson shoots his stick out of the way. That's a penalty. You can't do that. Lucas is going to go for a penalty. He shot the stick out of the way of McCormick. That's interference.
Frustration starting to settle in, and just a poor decision right there.
Initial hit wasn't called in front. At least I didn't see the arms up from the official. But if you shoot a player's stick away from them, that's a penalty. You can clear it out of harm's way, but you can't shoot it away from a player when he's actively trying to get it. Now it's a 5-on-3 for 52 seconds.
It's interesting that you can clear the body out of the way in traffic, but you can't get rid of the stick that's in front, right?
Yeah,
Lucas Johansson working hard in front, but he's going to sit for a little bit.
Well, 52 seconds. The Bears have to kill this off if they have any shot, but timeout called by the Firebirds, and Dan Bilesman knows we score 1 or 2 here. This game is out of reach. they do not get 1 or 2 here, then the Bears have 6 minutes, 29 seconds. Still would be a long time for Coachella Valley. Just kind of wind down the clock. In the hockey world, it's a long time, but short order for the Bears. Feels like the clock is running against you. It'll be a tall mountain to climb is where I was going. It just feels almost insurmountable in that situation.
Well, certainly you're going backwards if you're going to try and mount a comeback with less men on the ice than your opponent. As we mentioned, the final score can be whatever it is. You know, it counts as a loss, it counts as a win. For the Hershey Bears, you got to do what you got to do out there to try and get back in this game. It's backfired with Mallenstein kind of missing on the big check. Johansson clearing the stick. Backs against the wall here in this game. Try and survive this and then go from there.
So the Firebirds talk about it. We're going to put this one away here. 5-on-3. It's Cartier in the right circle with the puck for Coachella Valley to set it up. Ty Cartier with it. Everything tops of the circles and in. Center defending to the right wing, Cartier. Saw the Bears with a critical kill in the spot against Rochester. Left wing circle. Shot on Fucali. Made the save. Dropped it and covers it. He'll take that shot any day of the week. Came out to challenge. And right off his chest protector is everybody getting a little bit antsy.
They've maximized the size in front of Zach Fucali with Gabriel Carlson and Dylan McElrath and Riley Sutter out there. Just try to create and take up as much space as you can, moving the stick around, make it difficult, and then you got to rely on your goaltender. Fucali has got to be on point in a 5-on-3 situation.
Face off to the right of Fucali. Sutter in the circle for Hershey. Everyone backed off. Coachella Valley takes the face off to the left side boards. Cartier right circle. To the goal line, McCormick. And a man at the back post. It's Podorowski. Schultz with it, left circle, near wing now. Off the dot, Cartier. Comes to the slot. Fires Schultz, save for Cali. The rebound, he slid over and got that. Great save on McCormick. Stretching to his left, just enough time to get there. Zach Fucali keeping the Bears, giving them some hope, keeping them within somewhat of reach.
Yeah, he saw that one come off of him on the rebound and then dove to his left to cover up. There it is right there. Just enough time before they gathered it. Riker Evans hasn't been very busy. Jimmy Schultz there from the point. You know, it's scary when you think that Evans and Shane Wright really haven't been a big part of the score sheet. Just really, really explosive Coachella Valley squad.
10 seconds left in the penalty to Mallenstein. Then he'll come out of the box. So we got a penalty here on the Firebirds here. McCormick heading over the box. And as is Gabriel Carlson. I was going to say, there was nothing that resulted in just a penalty on Coachella there. Just those two going at it after the play. The officials trying to keep order. That will not change the manpower. Still 5-on-3. Both teams lose one of their better special teams players. Hughes on the draw for Coachella after the other centerman, True, thrown out of the circle. The Firebirds win and inadvertently back to center. Bears will take any break they can get at this point with 7:40 left in this one. One penalty is over, just a $1.07 on the Johansson minor as Mallenstein is back. Firebirds do not strike. 2 for 3 on the power play now. They have it on the near wing. Hughes with it, back to the point. Picks up Evans along the right circle. Hughes feeds it down low. And True with Fucali shuffling over. True with it to the center point. He's got it again, near side half board. To the goal line, at this side of the net. That one knocked away. Hughes cross-check, knocked down. Hands grumble a little bit, but we play on. Evans across, left wing. He's got it again in the right circle. 35 on the second power play. True looks net front. To the point, deflected down, gloved and dropped. Coachella Valley with it. Right side, one-timer, great block by Mallenstein. Didn't feel good there, but back on his feet. 20 left on the Johansson penalty. Rafferty shot for Cali, got a piece of it with a blocker to knock it away with 6:40 to go in the third. Down by 3. There's Penley Kill hanging on here.
Well, this just shows you the kind of heart that Beck Mallenstein has. They're down 3, and he takes a shot like that to block it on the PK.
Hughes sliding across, dangles in front, shoots, and Fucale's got it in the glove. Cameron Hughes goes to the bag of tricks again. The Bears have killed both. Johansson will return, but with 6:26 to go, now you need 3. So here's a look at the Fucale save. Look at Hughes.
Yeah, and look at Mallenstein. You can see him kind of wincing, still in pain at that point from that shot. Just didn't have everything left. Still obviously tired as well.
Everybody clap your hands.
So they're doing a good job surviving and keeping the Firebirds to 5. The problem is they only have 2 on the board. So offensively, they have not solved the problem here tonight.
They only got 2 shots in this period. They've only got 5 shots since the first period ended. And really, since then, they've got about 8 shots since the first 5 minutes of the game. I mean, they were all over them in the first 5 minutes of the game. They scored 133 in. 1 point, the shots were 7-1. 27-15 now. Pitchforked out, cleared all the way down the ice. Tay to take it in his own end. See how early they pull Fucale down by 3 with under 6 to go. Good pass to Borgstrom over the blue line. Left wing towards the net of Decor. They'll go back to the point. Iorio skates to the right. Vinny Iorio, far side, trying to give the Bears some life. Shot to the point from Day. Saved by Decor. First one in a while. Knocks it out with a blocker.
Would love to see a little bit more from that from Vinny Iorio. You can see he's got good speed. He's got good stick handling.
Snidely with a puck to the lone goal scorer for Hershey early, McMichael. They're down 5-2. The other goal scorer, Mallenstein. That's his shot. Decor to glove it and hold it. We'll take a break. 5:19 to go. Firebirds on the verge of forcing a Game 7. Back after this, you're tuned in to the 2023 Calder Cup Finals.
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Things are heating up. Good thing this Rogue has the most standard safety features in its class. Our competitors can't say that.
Now get a low $299 per month lease on Rogue.
Hurry. These epic offers won't last forever.
And I remember kind of thinking like, oh my gosh, I think we could be sisters, because I think we look, and I don't think at that time, I think you're the one to tell me that we had the same birthday. It's really unbelievable when you think about it, because it's been like really over 20 years that you were my mother and father's banker. You became my banker. And now Fran is in her 3rd year of college and you're her banker. And
so unbelievable because I'm just 20 years old.
NBC Sports Washington is your home in the District of Champions.
Coachella Valley. Hershey's going to pull their goaltender down by 3 with 5:19 left. Zach Fucale is off for an extra attacker. And if the Bears are going to come back in this game, it'll take a miracle. And it'll take one here in short order. Face off to the right of Decord. Annis, Vecchione, McMichael, Protus, Day, and Snively out of the ice.
Gotta do it. Pull out all the stops. Doesn't matter if it's 6-2, 7-2. Let's get that 3rd goal for Hershey.
The fans sing along. The Bears with the face-off. Down by 3. Trying to chip away. It's Annis to the net front block. Vecchione near wing. In the feet of McMichael. Annis to the point. To Logan Day. At the blue line across to McMichael. Near side to Annis. Bottom of the left face-off circle. Trying to shoot to the net. It got tipped. To the right point, Day is there. Over his tape. Look out. Aiden after it. McMichael cut across to keep us going. Saucer pass to Annis. Drives it in. To Cord behind the net. He wants to try to go for a goal. He fanned on it, though. The right wing. Cleared by Coachella Valley. Nearly scored in their win against Rochester to close it out.
Yeah, he wants an assist and a goal if he can get one.
They fell down, but the puck cleared down the ice. The one ever goalie has scored against Hershey on Taro Nitamaki on an awarded goal. Puck to center. Brought in Vecchione. Shot on net, sticked out by Decord. Near wing, Frank behind the net, far side. Down to 4:15 to go. Down by 3. Game 7 looming. Empty net Hershey. At the point, Nance. Across to Borgstrom. Here wing Ethan Frank. First shooting lane goes to low to Protas behind the net instead. Far wing for Snively. Tipped in front. Chance a wobbling puck. Bounces in front. Protas on goal. DeCord got a piece of it. Fans chanting his name again. Under 4 left. Protas beneath the goal line. Trying to center. Banks around DeCord. Fortunate to fall on top.
Good work from Protas behind the net, Zach. Almost got one to Vecchione and then almost banked it right off of Joey DeCord. So that's 6'6" frame in these special team situations. Coach Nelson likes having him out there behind the net and in front.
Look at the work in the offensive zone done by the Bears, but really nothing super dangerous at DeCord, but nearly on the pinballed in.
The Bears' second goal was one that pinballed in for Beck Malenstein. So after the Connor McMichael goal, within the first 2 minutes of this game, there hasn't been much going offensively.
Draw to the Firebirds. Morelli will knock it down for Hershey. Hit hard along the boards. Coachella Valley to center. Froden sidesteps one, shoots to the empty net, blocked by Frank, but no icing. Need 3 and 3:30 now. Hip to the far blue line. Frank on the tip in. Couldn't get it deep. Knocked down. Firebirds to center. Empty net ahead for Hughes. Looking to the net. Doubled it wide of the goal. Borgstrom to take it. Looking up ice. The Bears have got nothing. Cut off. Cleared back to their own end. DeCord out to play it. They'll just shoot it up the boards. Fans want to shoot for the empty net. That's what DeCord wants to worry about. I'll take my chances in Game 7.
Seems to get distracted when he's doing his stick play.
Snively along the left wing offense. Puts it around behind the net on the right wing side. Beneath the goal line to Snively with it. Far corner. Back up top point. McMichael. Far side Day. The thing just won't sit flat for Hershey. Torinsky clears it. Connor McMichael chipped in over the blue line. Protas centering feet behind everybody. Firebirds clear wide of the empty net. This will be icing. Time running out of the Bears though. 2:26 left. And Game 7 sure looking likely.
They don't seem as interested in killing the clock as they do in getting that 6th goal, but I guess they can afford to go for it when they're up by 3 in this situation. Yeah, certainly we're looking at a Game 7, and Bears got to figure out this building, Zach.
I got tightened up defensively in this building. Still an empty net for Hershey. They still do have a timeout if they were to gun one in quickly. Nannis to the point today. Across to McMichael. Far side Day, not in his wheelhouse. Same for McMichael. Far side board Snively. To the point McMichael. Far wing Snively off the right wing. Down 5-2 will go to the corner. Protas. Nothing available in the middle of the ice. They get it to Vecchione. Falls over the pass of his feet. Cleared to center. 2 minutes left in game number 6. And Wednesday night, all but likely here now. Cleared off the boards. Kicked ahead to center. Right after it. Knocked away from him. To center ice. Hayden towards the empty net. Around Anna. Shoots off the stick of Day and wide. McCormick from the left boards. He doesn't shoot for it. The Bears stab it away. 95 seconds left. Not meant to be tonight. You're in game 6. Snively a handle on the right wing. Frank looking to track it down. Borgstrom at the point. To the middle of the ice. It's Aaron Nass with it. Far wing for Snively. For Garrett Pilon. To Protas. Tucks it in front. DeCord got a stick on it. Pilon's backhander. Just missed wide. Pilon short side. Tries to roll it in. DeCord. But the right post covers. With 1:06 left. And these fans are going to get one more chance on Wednesday night to try to cheer their team to a Calder Cup.
Well, the only thing in doubt tonight right now is the final score. Solid effort from Coachella Valley for sure. We mentioned they're going to have to figure out this team in the building, and it's a dramatic difference in the way that Coachella Valley plays here in California in front of their home crowd, and it really doesn't have a lot to do with the home crowd. It's They just look faster than the Bears on this ice surface. They look sharper, and they just look really comfortable. The Bears have got to figure something out offensively. This is only 2 goals and now 3 games.
Minute to go, the puck centered. Morelli jammed down it. Knocked away to the far wing. Rare company as the puck cleared all the way down wide to the empty net. Icing going to be called. It's going to be the 12th time in Calder Cup Finals history we're going to go the distance. And the 4th involving the Bears. This is all via our media guru, Jesse Liebman. Bears are 1-2 in the finals in Game 7. Won the cup in 1947 versus the Pittsburgh Hornets. Haven't been in one since '63.
Wow. So it never amazes me the history to this franchise.
They're still going to get a chance to write another chapter, but it's only fitting, I suppose. A team like Coachella would win Game 6 on their home ice, even the score. And that's what you do, right? On the pond, if you grew up in an area where you could get those, or on the driveway if you grew up where it was too warm for that. It was always Game 7 of the finals, and you scored the winning goal as a kid. Someone's going to have a chance to do that on Wednesday. Hershey, an opportunity. They said they got 2 cracks at it. They're going to need both of them. Final 15 seconds will roll off the clock. Shot from the point, deflected up and out of play. As the fans rise to their feet, 9 seconds left. Game 7 to decide it for all the marbles for the Calder Cup.
Let's go back to the end of Game 2. How's everybody feeling about this series at that particular point, right?
Yeah.
And if you say, we'll be back for a Game 7 and we'll get 1 crack at it to try and win the Calder Cup, you're going to take it every single time when you're in that situation. So how much money was that Garrett Pilon goal, right? Game 5 overtime goal to give them that sweep at home so that they'd have 2 cracks to try and figure it out here in this building.
It all comes down to Game 7 on Wednesday. Coachella Valley staves off elimination. Winner take all, decisive. Game 7 coming up. 5-2 the final. The Firebirds beat the Bears to force a one-off for the championship 2 nights from tonight.
Well, you saw Coach Bilesma leaving the bench area with a big smile on his face. He was so downtrodden after games 3, 4, and 5. They definitely have a little jump in their step here. Why wouldn't they? They feel really good about the way things play out here in the California desert. Bears got to go back to work. They get an off day to figure it out, make some adjustments, and give it everything they have to go for that 12th Calder Cup on Wednesday night.
We do appreciate all of our viewers that stayed up late with us, including those at the Giant Center watch party. There'll be one again on Wednesday, I do believe, at Chocolate Town. And yeah, that's a good perspective to have. I just really don't think the Bears had their best after the first 6 or so minutes, and give the Firebirds credit. Special teams played a difference early in this one. That cost the Bears, but they didn't generate a ton from that point on. And the one thing, if Hunter Shepard's been down, we've seen him bounce back for the most part. Games 1 and 2 here, the exception. The Firebirds have been able to roll offensively. The adjustments in this building defensively, when you don't get the last change, when you don't get the matchups you want, are going to have to be made outside of those from Todd Nelson and the staff. They've done it all playoff long, and it just comes down to one game.
Look, you look at Game 1 and you say, it's the first time I've seen this team.